Hello Anthony. Hello Elim. Hello Albandit. Hello Treat. Hello Malfa. Hello Azazel. Hello Shmameron. Hello Nitrous Oxide. Hello Mango Django. Hello Steven. Hello Bobby. Effect Betrayers? Nah. I'm ironically throwing for content. If you did not see what happened in the defect run, then at least go back and watch maybe the Act 4 VOD. I was actually throwing for content. Hello Cybercom. Hello Maximilian. Hello Grominism. Hello Mr. Dr. Professor Clay. It's not great. Guess we take transform and then run into the 4 lead path. It's like no fire, but there's early shock, and I guess fire you can it's optional fire. So you go here, you feel like you want to do elite, you do elite, or stay fire, then once you do fire. And here's same story. If you want to do elite, you can do elite. And then afterwards there are 2 elites at the end, no fire, but again they are all optional. Like the path can take 4 elite, but can also take 0 depending on what happens. I mean, I sure hope we can take like more than 0. But also go for max honestly is not like absolutely awful on Ironclad, because you don't need the early shop as much to actually farm Act 1, and then long-term value this thing can help you. I mean, max HP on Ironclad does play. I mean, you see the feat it performs. Because usually an Ironclad deck, Ironclad actually is like more setup heavy than defect sometimes. Eh? When you're playing some power through, second wind, like Feel No Pain deck, Embrace Corruption, the Evolve or whatever, like, it's very setup heavy. Like some even Demon Form Reaper, Barricade and Trench. Does my thoughts on Frozen Eyes a relic? Overpowered. But yeah, I mean, it's just overpowered. But personally, I don't find it very interesting. At least nowadays, I don't really like Frozen Eye runs too much anymore, because unironically it actually makes the run a little bit too one-dimensional. Yeah? Instead of thinking about how you want to approach a fight, as in, yeah, thinking about your overall strategy in a fight, you just look at your draw power and then you actually have your lines. To be honest, it's kind of boring. You do that a couple of times. The first few times, the interesting was you feel like you're making like good progress, you know. Like you find a very cool line and you feel excited, and then yeah, all's well and good. But then playing fight no longer is like super fun, because yeah, instead of thinking whether okay, should I potion or not, like, this is like pretty hard, and maybe I need to not mess up here to not die or something. In Act 4 the run is very close. You have the Frozen Eye, you open your draw power, you know exactly what to do. That's not very interesting. I mean, it's literally true. It's actually true, because the Frozen Eye kills your variants. Yeah, that you don't need to think about so many things that suddenly it's just like a linear puzzle, you know. And linear puzzle is not exactly like super replayable, as far as I can tell you. Yeah, here 3 potions never, yeah. If you want to take 3 potions, you just go to the shop instead, and then take a different deal bonus. So it's either transform or just lose Ogo for the thing. Lose Ogo shuts this down, and then suddenly, if the card rewards are not good enough, then we cannot fight this. But you can go here. Maybe just take a transform anyway. Transform strike, you know, immediately a chance to get a very high roll card. And then if the transform completely breaks with your Ironclad, the transform unbreaks, we are still fine. You can just go to the shop and then brute force it. How much do I value max HP plus 40 Ironclad? Not bad. It's better than on silent or defect for sure. I mean, Watcher, you don't click this, but yeah, I think out of the 3 characters on Ironclad is the best. Or plus 14. We confirm Ironclad is invincible. Next one, 3 potions worthless. It's true. No, it's actually true though. Alright, Transform Strike. Yeah, fine. That's an okay transform. Not like Giga high roll, but also not a low roll. It's positive. And yes, the pattern. I mean, we just stick to the left side. Yeah, there's nothing on the right side. And then with armament, maybe you can do the full 4 elite sometimes. Yeah? Because the armament also says that maybe you don't need to upgrade so much. Or you can just take your armament upgrade here, for example, and then do the 3 elites afterwards. But we'll see. Starting here to fight and then reevaluate whether the shop's needed, or whether we want to go question mark over fight and then just dodge the advance away. But from here we decide again. Wait, we're so ready for armaments this turn, like what the hell? Now the next turn, it's shuffle out and the upgraded cards also shuffle out, but at the same time. This guy can need to freaking die next turn, yeah? He can attack 17, can attack 12 again, can buff, and if he buffs and turn afterwards he still doesn't die, then we have problems. In order for us to kill this next turn, we need to armor the bash and play bash and take 7, no? And I do that with -6, yeah, it kills. If I play armor bash, it dies next turn, so I take 7. Otherwise, the line is armor, strike, defend in some order. Like you either armor the strike or armor the defend. But even if you armor the strike, it doesn't kill next turn. So we probably armor the defend, play the defend, and then, you know, float the last energy. That sounds pretty horrible. It's on 28. So if it buffs next turn, we actually might have a... No, we don't even have a good time, because we play this, it goes to 10, and 10 it goes to 19, and 19, like, no attacks. We have only 1 strike being plus from this armament. Okay, it doesn't even work. Because I do see that if you armor defend here, you get a little bit own. But at the same time, I guess you can just armor strike and then, yeah, play the strike. So you're hoping that next turn it buffs. But the next turn it can attack for 12 and or attack for 17. In both cases, you are very sad. So probably just armor bash and get the hell out of here. You know. Yeah, load that. 17 and it would be very sad. No potion, carnage. Okay, maybe the carnage is the carnage upgrade is a bit too strong. Huh? Maybe we go to fire over the elite, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Very nice. 6 into 12, my favorite. Oh, I love 6 into 12. Yeah, I'm on a 7. Oh, this armament is just never drawn, huh? We did not even add the new add the card. Like, it's not even choose the card armament. It's transform straight into armament, so the chance that we don't draw it until turn 3, like every fight, is pretty low. So far, it's happened twice, and I'm just taking cheap damage, which is annoying. Like, not healing in hallway fights with transform straight into armor is quite sad. Like, you just lose HP instead. Yeah, almost try. Well, with this, even without potion, I don't think we cared about going to shop. So we just go to question mark and see. Or do we go to shop now or what? Because here's a relic. Here's a relic. You can remove the regret immediately, and then you can still buy a potion if you want to. If the relic breaks, and you skip a note. No, I only clicked. Wow, thanks. Oh, that was worth it. Oh, that was totally worth it, guys. Trust. Now it does nothing in Act 1, yeah? It does nothing. Okay, until here. Yeah, you can use the bracelet proc here, which I don't even know whether we won or not, because maybe I just won fights. But well, regret is terrible, so we probably just go here and remove, and then still can buy a pod. Advancing the relic pool, yeah? Look at this common relic right here, like insane. Like, I don't even know what is insane, but it's something insane. And maybe Orichalcum, maybe Preserve Insect, maybe Centennial Puzzle, maybe Mega Prep, I don't know. Something insane, because you see this now. Easy. Yeah, something insane, like this thing. Look at this. Oh, that would have been nice. But yeah, remove. Unfortunately, the potions are also freaking expensive, like what the hell. I was planning to go here to remove and then buy a common potion, you know, and you look at the potions. They're too expensive. And yeah, of course we remove regret over just buying this and then leaving, yeah. So the only thing we can buy in here, okay, do not even talk about this, is the Iron Wave. And Iron Wave actually is positive right now. So am I feeling threatened? Am I feeling so threatened that I would spend gold on the Iron Wave? We do fight, I think, from this spot, unless something very good happens here, we just go here and upgrade our Carnage or something, yeah? And then we try to farm 2 elites afterwards. But this elite probably is not happening. Because the Carnage upgrade also makes you stronger in early game relatively to like a random relic usually. Of course, eventually over the course of the run, like the number of relics that you need to win the run, yeah, then fighting the elite, the 8 damage against Carnage from the Carnage at some point will fall off, but the relic usually can contribute. So like super long-term value fighting the elite is still better. At the same time, you know, immediate power boost and also safety. Also, we don't have potions. And we have an empty shop. So how much gold do I actually gain? Let's assume that we just dodge this. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 195, 210, 270. We buy this 220 and then early act 2 shop is set. Wow. Iron Wave right now is not doing super well. It's okay. Because against the Nog with the Carnage Plus, it should not be, and the Pommel Strike shouldn't be a massive problem. And it's not Iron Wave is negative against Nog or anything. It's just that if you're short on damage against the Nog, then Iron Wave doesn't help. But it can block you 5 sometimes on turn 2. And against Sentry and Lagavulin, it's positive. It's okay, you know. Also, look at this, a garbage common relic is out of the pool, yeah? So like this is out of the pool, this is out of the pool, so only good common relics left, yes. Oh, that's definitely how the game works. Searing Blow, no, I love Searing Blow. If you know, if you know my opinion about this card, I actually love playing with this card, but I play with this card when it wins. I have never lost with Searing Blow, I will tell you that. But the situations where I pick up this card and play with it is very specific. It's actually extremely specific. In fact, like this, the condition is in the shop. Yeah, it's this. Apotheosis in my deck. Okay, Searing Blow can get in. But I also do not really upgrade the Searing Blow to like plus 11, plus 10 or something. I don't spend that much resources. I play the game as normal. I farm max elite, and then spare fires. I spend on the Searing Blow, so it becomes maybe plus 7, plus 8 or something. So I have a normal deck that is basically half upgraded with Apotheosis, and then there's also like a Ritual Dagger, a 2-cost Ritual Dagger in my deck that deals with about 70 or 80. That is when I play with this card and it doesn't lose. Because you know, it's just a strong run Apotheosis, but instead you also have a big front row damage card, you know, for late game. You 2-shot Spear and Shield with this. Because normally where Searing Blow falls off, is that in late game you cannot find a way to block the end game bosses, because no matter how high your damage is, I already talked about this more than once, no matter how high your damage is, you have to block the first cycle of the heart, no matter what you're playing. Because the earliest the heart can die is 3 turns. Yeah, so you need to full block you need to survive the first cycle. And then Spear and Shield, they also hit you like extremely hard very quickly. So either your damage is so freaking high that you kill them on turn 1, or you need a way to not take 60 on turn 2. And if you go all in on the Searing Blow, usually that's where you fall off. So that's where you fall short, your deck walks into the heart, and then you realize you cannot block it. And then you die. So don't do that. Don't just spend your entire run to upgrade this card and hope that something good happens. I don't think that's how you will win with this, yeah. We go back to previous streaming time again. I don't know how often you are here, but if you're asking this question, then probably not so often. What is my previous streaming time? Can you elaborate? Like, what is my previous streaming time? Because there's none. So yes. I mean, so the actual answer to your question is that eventually, yes. I mean, no matter what the time is, eventually I will be streaming at that time again. Okay, what about this? Probably fine. And yeah, we go here and try to farm this. One chance now 60. Sure. And 6 and 6 is a good number. Okay, finally heal a freaking whole way. Let's get a potion, one chance 50. Anger. Anger with Pommel, Anger with Carnage. Anger to make the deck freaking 15 cards so we don't get destroyed by sentries. Anger with a sweep pot. That's fine. And yeah, with the Anger now, like, do I really need the Carnage upgrade? No. For the elite. Because maybe I don't. What if I actually don't and we just fuck here? Sentries right now can be a little bit annoying, yeah? Because if I play the Pommel Strike, we have a bad shuffle. Unless I also use a sweep pot. And with the Carnage minus, it's not super easy to just burst the first sentry down instead of the Carnage plus. At the same time, we are freaking healthy over chance 50. And I can delay the Carnage upgrade here if we are getting old, yeah? Because sometimes we walk into here, we don't even take any damage, maybe it's a good North fight. And then walk into here, we heal again, the relic is good, and suddenly now I just farm 4 of these instead of the upgrade. Because the Carnage upgrade is good, but it's also not super urgent, you know, if you have other things to do in your deck. The past few days, if my... Basically, I can tell you, if my streaming time is constant for a couple of days, it usually means that I'm not sleeping super well. Yeah, that is basically what it is. Not that I have decided to choose a time slot. It literally is because probably I did not sleep super well, so I wake up earlier than normal. If I choose to stream in a fixed time slot, I will let all of you know. You would know beforehand. I do not suddenly decide, okay, I will stick to a schedule. Because I absolutely hate sticking to a schedule. You know? This happens even when I was already in high school. I absolutely hate having to wake up at the same time every single day to go to school. So I ended up skipping school quite often. And it has not changed. I just really hate to, you know, actually having a schedule. Yeah, how dumb is this? How dumb is this just to fight this now? Because yeah, sentries can get ugly, but we did an Iron Wave, yeah? We do have an armament and there's an Iron Wave now. Like, these are both okay, cheap protection against sentries. No, we kill, yeah, we farm. I'm farming. That's a bad fight. Yeah, of course we already know this fight is bad, and also they roll pretty high HP. For now, this is pretty clear though. And then after the cut here is not so clear whether we play strike or defend, but I think we should play strike. Playing defend here is a Giga Copium, yeah? Is you hope to draw this next turn or what? And then you full block and then also kill. We need to kill this next turn. Killing this next turn is blocking 10 already, and this block blocks 5. So this is the difference between killing this and not. Yeah, is already equal. Better. So let's just play strike here. Willing to drop out this turn if needed. Wait, what? Okay, apparently I should have bluffed here. I'm sorry. yeah, apparently I should have blocked, but you know, what can you do, right? Okay, now that is only on 18 what is happening, because angle upgrade is pretty okay here. And I did say that playing the Pommel is actually not very good, yeah? So, because we did play the strike last turn, maybe now we can change up a little bit. It's like I play Arma on the angle, and then we play angle Iron Wave strike on the left and kill. So that spends all 3 energy, we full block exact 10, and then we have an angle plus in the redraw. We do not play Pommel Strike, so that we don't shuffle our real cards. Of course, we get 3 more dazes, but we also know for sure that next time we have a full block with the double defense into strike. You can also not upgrade the angle and you upgrade the Iron Wave instead, because it's a better standalone redraw instead of the angle when you are drawing dazes. Either way, it's 2 damage. I think upgrading strike is nonsense. With 2 block? What? Yeah, what grid 2 block is 2 block in the far future, yeah, it's not now. We're still killing left and it's still full block even if mass minus. It's like 5 plus 5, no? Yeah, quick math lesson, yeah, 5 plus 5 is 10 and we're being attacked for 10. So that is full block. Yeah, probably upgrade angle. Probably still upgrade angle. This is 8 plus another 5 plus another 6, that's 19. And 19 does kill here. So just do that. Yeah, this turn we know. Double defense and strike. Open a kill with 2 turns with angle plus and the carnage is not impossible on 36, but not super easy. Probably still do it though, it has low HP anyway. You can draw pot, but the thing about draw pot is that if you use it now, that's the thing, the value of draw pot drops drastically when it's actually like this, yeah? Which is a little bit, I mean, I shouldn't say it's counterintuitive, but it's like intuitively, you know, when you see a hand like this, for example, you have an instinct to use the draw pot because you know your hand is so bad, you want to improve it. But because the deck is so, it has so many dazes, yeah, the actual value of the draw pot is, I don't even know, EV is like what, 3 HP or something. When you use it in a different fight, you can save like 5, 10, 7, 5, 7, 10, maybe even 20 in the north fight sometimes. So you don't really use it here. Just take the hit against sentries unless you're dying. Because using draw pot in the second cycle against sentry is like one of the worst things you can do, to convert this into real HP. That said, we do have a 50% point chance here that there's a 50% into a 40%, which is 20% that you get 2 potions and if you don't use it, maybe it's wasted. But yeah, we just take the hit and then move on. 28 is clean with an angle in the carnage with this. Okay, not quite. But sure. Oh yeah, now you guys just getting taxed, but that's expected against the sentries. Yeah, Iron Wave like saving HP and also exact heal. Tripping artifact doesn't matter ever. We don't have a lethal here, unfortunately, especially if we draw the Arma standalone. But we do have multiple angle plus, so if I can double defend this turn I would, instead of playing the carnage. This 5 I save, yeah, hopefully not stupid. But we have a bunch of angle pluses in the redraw. And if you draw just 1 defense instead of lethal, is already equal. But here you can see the angle plus just kills. Oh, shuriken angle. A little bit. That's a very strange card. Also no potion, yeah, point chance now 60. Yeah, that's a very strange card reward. Now, this card would actually be okay in this deck if we have, I don't know, 3 upgrades or something. Like this. If you have like 1, 2, 3, then this card becomes okay in the deck. It's okay one time with the seed pot, but Bloodletting Angle is also not exactly a giga combo, yeah? Because in the redraw you have like more angles. Your hand is already cheaper than average. And then, yeah, you draw Bloodletting, it just breaks. The Exhume at the moment does effectively nothing. I mean, it pulls back the carnage. Wow. On the other hand, you can take the clothesline because it's a block card. There's also an attack, and if you play 3 attacks per turn, you get a little bit of a bonus. But again, it's a little bit too early for the clothesline, I would say. Because when you play 3 attacks in early game, you hope that the enemy freaking dies, you know, not that you block enough and then I don't even know what happens after. Yeah, it's you play close line is less value than... Yeah, it's also harder to proc the shuriken with the close line because it costs 2, yeah. You can, if you want to play Iron Wave for that purpose, you're great. But the close line doesn't even block that much in early game, and then it's also not super easy to proc the shuriken with. I think Carnage Pommel Strike drop pod is still good. Why? This Pommel Strike is not going to be green for quite a while, you know? If ever. So realistically, how expensive is this deck? Because I see that 1 cost here, 0 cost here, 1 cost here. This maybe you draw 1, you can say it's 2 cost. And 2 costs. So you have like 2 cost cards and then 1 0 cost card. And then you want to add a Bloodletting. It seems a little bit suspicious, no? Because this draw pod doesn't stay here forever, yeah? Of course, having a Bloodletting in the deck allows you to pick like pretty powerful things, but at the same time you can see these relics. I mean, of course I know that we are already on floor 6, we have like many more elites to come and another chest in here. But at the moment, the first 2 relics don't give us any defensive support. Yeah, there's no sustain, no defensive support, no consistency. So if you pick this card, it actually can eat like a ton of HP of, from you, even in this act, not even talking about act 2. But just by picking this card, you can expose yourself to some serious danger in early game. And if you pick Exhume here, it's literally just to have an Exhume in the deck, because otherwise it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I shouldn't say that because sometimes it actually does something against like a Wooling, is that you want to wait for... You don't want to open your Carnage minus and then your Exhume is there and you can pull back the Carnage later to play a Carnage for 3 energy when you have an Anger in the deck and a Shuriken. Yeah, why would you do that? Yeah, you don't do that, exactly. So it's bad. Skip, yeah? I mean, skipping Grey Cut never feels that good, but it's too early for this, I would say. Yeah, it's a bit too early. To be fair though, you can make another argument, you know, with the Zuzu bracelet and the Exhume, you can say that you go to Act 2 question mark and now you see apparitions. Wow. Oh, that will work. Exodium Wildlife, but we roll a tame combination. Not a tame mess combination, but you know, this guy being a mushroom instead of a jawworm is already... shouldn't complain, basically. Holy shuriken, go block. Yeah, taking 1 to Exodium Wildlife, I don't have any complaints. No potion use. No potion get. Potion chance 70% again. Oh really? The spot weakness? Well, that would definitely work. By the way, with slime boss, it will also definitely work, yeah? But we picked over skip. How much stronger would I have to be before taking Exhume? Well, if I'm completely safe in Act 1 and also not going to concede anything, then I picked Exhume. But right now, of course, without potion, HP is also not like, extremely healthy. The deck is unupgraded, and the relics don't actually help. Yeah, not super confident. I need to farm first. So you can go here upgrade Carnage. This fight either Lagavulin or the Knob, yeah. Against Lagavulin now we have like Anger, Spot Weakness, and still Ammo and Iron Wave. So Lagavulin is not that bad. It probably will still hurt a little bit, but it doesn't hurt that much. Against the Knob we have Drop Pod and the Shuriken a little bit. Carnage upgrade we have a lot against the Knob. But if you don't need it, then maybe you don't need it, you know. I want better last one, I don't know yet. We could just die here because there are 3 elites incoming in a row without rest. But from 53 and potion chance at the moment, it's freaking 70%. Yeah, maybe we should just go ahead and collect a relic and a potion. 90 HP knock. Apparently even with this deck we cannot spend 3 energy on turn 1 on attacks. I mean, it's kind of like 3 energy on attacks if you try to cope by playing the Armor into the strike. The problem with draw potting right now is that first of all, if you draw spot weakness is useless. And secondly, we only have 2 energy left, but I guess spending energy on strike is not super appealing. So if you draw into bash, you just play the bash. If you draw into carnage, you just play carnage. And usually it also means that you get a shuriken stack. So I can see spending this here because maybe we don't want to play Spot Weakness in this fight anyway. Especially if Spot Weakness on turn 3 is just not being played, yeah? Yeah, maybe drop pod now. Yeah, it's a bit better. And now we can spend... Basically the draw pod gives us the 40 damage. Because maybe next turn Bash also conflicts with the... the Carnage also conflicts with the Bash potentially, yeah? But we don't get the Shuriken, that's fine. Okay, so Swagwin is easier if you want to do it, but on the other hand you can simply play 2 attacks to get 1 strength instead of 3 strength, but you also don't take 3 more damage and also deal 9 damage. It seems like better, no? Yeah, Shuriken working. On strength, vulnerable, we can kill it sometimes, and we do. And also, yeah, you can see like this is what we spend the draw pod for, yeah, not like whatever garbage was happening in the Sentries fight that you use the draw pod for literally 0 because you break 1 hand, you don't want to take damage. This is what we use the draw pod for. No potion, what? Okay, 80%. Guys, I do feel like we go to like 70-80% pretty often, yeah? Like, what is happening? Because normally you don't really go to this range, you know? You just stay at around like 40, 50, 60. Once in a while you have an outlier that goes to like 80, 90, or you go to like 10, 20 or something. But I feel like every single run it's 80% potion chance. Like, how is this a thing? Oh, that is the card that we definitely pick. This deck is the... I think Apotheosis will be good in this deck, yeah, because this deck needs a million upgrades. This upgrade wants to be made, the Fiend Fire upgrade right now we want to be made, the Carnage upgrade wants to be made, the Armament upgrade wants to be made. And yes, of course we take the yellow card, yeah, not this one. This one is quite good too, but we take a yellow card. And that is definitely good. Suddenly, for some reason, we don't have any potion here now, but against the sentries, they have self-forming play to protect against chip. It's like the very scuffed metallicized. Ah, bloodletting. Oh, bloodletting. Okay, still not very good. Especially now that we have picked a Fiend Fire, also the bloodletting gets even worse, yeah? For short term, for long term, you will see like some burning fight, whatever, and some loop to exhaust down. The Fiend Fire and bloodletting can be a synergy. For very early game, it's not quite because you spend Fiend Fire. That's only 2 energy, and you know you basically you don't need energy from bloodletting. You also need cards in hand. The bloodletting is just not going to be placed if they are on the same hand. 51 SP, no potion. My chance 80, so again we go here and collect a potion, yeah? Surely we can collect a potion, guys, trust. Opening now, because if we open now, first of all, the Carnage does not exhaust. Secondly, we get a Shuriken stack. Thirdly, block density in here is like not the worst, and then Spot Weakness can land. This fight will hurt, by the way, just saying. And just so you know, this fight will hurt a bit. But waiting also doesn't improve situation, because first of all, this will miss, and then we also have like not super high block density in the redraw anyway. So of course we open now. Get a Shuriken and get a bunch of damage. Yeah, let's look at this. What weakness? Maximum block or what? If we maximum block this turn, we block 13, and next turn we block 3. Maybe we can block 8 if we're lucky. Okay, 8 is the average. If we block 13 next turn, then we are lucky. So usually it's blocking 13 this turn, then 8 next turn. Which is not that bad, it's only minus 19. I'm not sure. Oh, this Spot Weakness. Yeah, Clay blocks 3. Oh, we actually draw the thing. So you can block maximum here if you're confident that 4 strength is enough. Because otherwise you can set up a lethal, yeah, by doing defend bash instead, because next turn you have vulnerable Fiend Fire. That's an insane amount of damage. Let's think about the maximum block line first, because that's what I want to do more. So we do defend, strike, we deal 10. Next turn we Immortals on 9, yeah, so we can play strike into Fiend Fire at the very least. And with 4 strength, this is dealing 44 damage with 4 cards in hand, even with the Immortal. And then this is dealing another 10, so we deal 54, 64 is a 25, and then we have 3 strength with Anger, with Carnage. Of course we block, yeah? There's no way we need to play this bash. Immortal is like exactly perfect. Look at this. Or even better. Yeah, and now it's just dead. Is it dead? It's on 11. We can play Anger before to lose 1 damage, but gain 1 strength, so it at least is equalized next turn for damage. We don't lose damage overall, and then it advances Immortal by 1. So I should play this. Yeah, and now it's just dead. Easy. What? Okay, 90%, and this is freaking slap in the face. Because I get no potion, I can hear the Ornithopter. Yeah, thank you. But we got 90%. And the worst part, you know what the worst part is? The Zuzu bracelet works here, and suddenly now I cannot go here and just collect my free pots. Because my potion chain is sky high, so this drops a pot, this drops a pot, this drops a pot, this drops a pot. But guess what? These are not fights. What? Wait, did we see ray cuts like 3 floors in a row? Or ray cut here, ray cut here, ray cut here. And this is double ray cut. Exhume is back, and Exhume is a tiny bit better than before because we have a feed fire also now. The second win is the other choice. Just to have the second win in the deck, and with the second win feed fire immediately you have some potential exhaust ideas. Like Demon Form I don't think we care about too much. Spot Weakness is here and Shuriken is here. I mean, of course, having a Demon Form in the deck, some fights will be useful, yeah? But overall, you probably cost HP. I guess I can open XecnaR, but XecnaR then we can upgrade armor, and then the deck is green, we exhaust a big hand with Fiend Fire, very high damage. And then still have some Spot Weakness scaling. Yeah, what about the Exhume now? If I take the Exhume, honestly I should take the second Queen instead, right? Because these they are both speculative. They are both actually just speculative, but I do think having a second Queen in your deck opens up more things than having an Exhume, yeah? Because like, what is Exhume good with anyway? Like offering, yeah, offering. Guess what is also good at offering? Yeah, exactly, the freaking second Queen. And now your deck is fast, and then you exhaust down, you actually have a block loop, and you have damage increase with the Spot Weakness, with the Anger, with the Shuriken, and you're fine. And again, what else is good at Exhume? Yeah, the Feel No Pain. Guess what else is good with Feel No Pain? Yeah, you guess it, the second Queen. So realistically, what is this Exhume even for? Is that you can feed fire twice in the fight. Feed fire minus. Impervious, yeah, impervious. And then instead of having impervious, why not have a second window? So block for the same amount, you know, and then can scale your deck. Nah, I take the second win if anything, yeah. And it probably should be pick over skill. Unless you're telling me that we actually need a Demon Form against Slime Boss, this card against Slime Boss will not work. I mean, I sure hope that's not true. Feed? Nah, Exhume Feed is a Giga Cope. Yeah, people always think about Exhume Feed, and you go into Act 2 and you realize the deck with your Exhume and your Feed, you land, what, 0 Feed in the Act because you're weak. Because you have this card. And the Feed. Because the Feed is not a good card in Act 2. Exhume Feed is very strong in Act 3, yeah? But in Act 2, usually you're not fast enough for that. Your deck is not strong enough in order to just like stay there and feed. Yeah, Reaper, yeah, Reaper. With this, with Reaper is actually like the yeah, probably Reaper is the realist thing. That is actually just very strong with Exhume, but the second win, there's like no real interaction. Yeah, take the second win. Yeah. Hello Hazel, thank you for luck. Point chance 90, so surely we get a potion here, right? With the Ornithopter. Yeah, second win with this, block 5. That is 5 more than whatever garbage was in on the same screen, by the way, just saying. Yeah, because the other 2 cards block 0 here, you just take 11. Any Fiend Fire lethal? Okay, not quite Fiend Fire lethal, but it's also on 9. Oh, okay, potion. I mean, 100 would be funny. It would be good for content, yeah, but it would not be good for my mental health. So we go down to 80 and at least only thought I can do something. And this potion is also strong. Headbutt we take. Yeah, headbutt second win combo, headbutt ink bottle, headbutt spot weakness, headbutt pommel strike, headbutt anger even, headbutt shuriken, headbutt. Headbutt. Yeah, one chance now 80, of course we run here. Against the knob. Love your spot weakness, but I don't really expect the spot weakness to do anything in this fight, so it's probably a little bit unfair to criticize it. We can even headbutt the Fiend Fire from this hand, so if we draw a good enough attack, we might play 3 attacks instead to get Shuriken Strength. Okay, that's definitely not a good attack, so we Fiend Fire for 28. And you can see it's like Immortal on 9 with the Fiend Fire is a very nice combo, yeah? And you get to actually spend all your 3 energy instead of just Fiend Firing for 2 energy. This should kill on turn 3, I would assume. So we take 8, going chance 80, so should get the potion here. This kills easily. Immortal can be set to 7, or we can just leave it on 5 or 6. Honestly, Immortal on 6... Yeah, maybe on 5 or 6 is already better for Slime Boss. Because on 7, on turn 1 you play 3 cards and you draw a card without energy, so if it's Bash or Carnage, you're set. If it's like the Fiend Fire, I guess Fiend Fire on turn 1 doesn't really matter too much. But the point is that I think we should not set Immortal to 7. You can set Immortal to 7 here by just playing like what Arman to strike. But 6 is probably stronger. So just kill with 2 cards, yeah? Armor Carnage and kill with Carnage. I mean, okay, Relic is good. But guess what? We're at 90% again. Yeah, don't worry about it. Where's the Struck? Yeah, I mean, Struck is fine. You can take Twin Strike for Strength Payoff as well, but yeah, first Struck. Quite good. Also, another thing about Struck, you see this relic bar. Oh yeah, after the Zuzu Bracer, you can see the common relics are quite good. Yeah, only good common relics left. Tiny Chest, Zuzu already out of the pool. Yeah, Fresco broken, and Ornithopter, yeah, supposedly good. I take a shot at Case and Trample or Lagavulin? Yes. Adventure Lagavulin right now, I definitely fight. I mean, of course, we would prefer to see the other two, but even if it's Lagavulin, we would still fight. Yeah? With point chance being 90 and we have a freaking Red Skull now, of course I fight. Okay, this we take. We are in Red Skull range immediately for Slime Boss. Oh, there's so many good upgrades and it hits the trash ones. You look at this, like the entire deck is not upgraded, yeah? Oh yeah, what happened this arc, by the way? We skip every single fire. So no rest, no upgrade, the entire deck is unupgraded cards. We don't even get freaking potion drops. And we farm 4 elites. Even clicking tricks, Shining Light. Yeah, what else is new? The Ironclad is pretty good. Welcome, yeah, thank you, Drog. Unfortunately, the Shining Light freaking sucks though, so I don't even know whether that was good or not. Is this good or not? I don't think I actually want to see the shop here, to be honest, but... Okay, actual question, yeah? Like, how dumb is it to... buy this fairy? Because the thing about this deck is that we already have damage output, yeah? We have Spot Weakness, we have the Red Skull, we have Anger, Fiend Fire, whatever. And then if we buy this fairy immediately, we have a block pain in the heart because we have just a lot of HP with the self-forming clay. And upgrade, of course I'm always upgrading, like what the hell? Please, for the love of God, yeah, do not rest here against Slime Boss when you start on turn 1 with 3 strength and you have a freaking flex potion. We are always upgrading. No matter what you do, you can leave the shop, you upgrade. Because you know what happens when you rest? Yeah, you lose 3 strength and suddenly now you cannot even split turn 3 and then you get hit in the face for 38 and then yeah, okay, there's your rest. Nice. Yeah, that is your rest. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, probably not that bad, right? Also, you can even buy the Inflame on sale. I don't mind the Inflame on sale either, you know. I don't mind this at all. I mean, on sale must buy, right? And then early Act 2 shop already not happening after we spend gold on this. First upgrade in this deck, strongest upgrade for early game is probably Fiendfire still, but strongest upgrade for later should be the Pommel Strike. And for now, we say that Red Skull is so overpowered, and I'm also willing to spend Flex Spot in the Slime Boss. Our opponent is freaking 90 to just win the fight with the Fiendfire, and then we get a new point into Act 2. Not sure. Hemo Buff for Blood was also okay. Because the Hemo gets better with self-forming play, yeah? And then you do have the way to exhaust down with like Fiendfire second wind, so looping Blood for Blood with the Pommel Strike and the Struck is actually very powerful. So if they come for free, yes, I would take, but they cost gold. Is there a link to what 24 Warrior Cosplay? They are still on, the VODs are still on Twitch. I mean, I have also uploaded all of them to YouTube, but they are privated for now. Still, I'm too lazy to edit the descriptions and all that. But the VODs are still highlighted on Twitch, like all of them. But the rotating world record VODs are not going anywhere. Yeah? As in, they are not going to like disappear. Like what is going to disappear though is the 27 on Silent and the 19 on Ironclad. If you want to watch those, then watch those before then. The 19th of April. On my VODs channel? No, that is not mine. That is Pridwin's. So all the VODs are also on the VODs channel, but they're not like highlighted together in the playlist. Like the ones I'm talking about are directly exported to my YouTube. Like the YouTube account that I upload the like one speed run of the Dancing Duelist. Like 2 years ago or something. Oh, there is a playlist. Okay, good. Oh, then do I even need to do the thing anymore? I already uploaded them, yeah? I already exported all of them to YouTube, but I have not made any change in description or whatever yet. If they are already on the VODs channel YouTube, then you can just go there and watch. Yeah, I'm not aware of that, but good. Yeah, here upgrade Pommel. Yeah, sure. Upgrading Pommel is also like half an upgrade on the Fiendfire. Okay, that's like pure cope. Because you need to have these two cards together in the same hand. And it kind of is true a little bit, and it upgrades anger as well. Like draw upgrade this. Also, it's like good stand alone. Maybe upgrade this. If it's upgraded eventually. Sure, just upgrade the Pommel, yeah. We start the side with 3 strength. I love your spot weakness. But again, spot weakness in this fight, you cannot expect it to play. So like, it's not fair to blame it. It's the same as a knock. I did not pick this card hoping it to get me strength and slime boss, yeah? And it's just unreasonable. What do I usually do when you're playing Silent and there's no clear way to scale? Catalyst accuracy? Rely on block and... Yeah, I mean you can farm a lot of elites, you can... If you cannot deal damage, then block. That's the thing, like if your... But basically if your deck has a clear weakness, yeah, is that you see, okay, this deck has an absolute garbage damage. Then the first question you ask is that, okay, is this problem fixable? Can you actually improve the damage to a point where it's sufficient? And sometimes you need to realize that the answer is no. That no matter what you do, the next damage is going to be trash, yeah? And then maybe you can focus on something else that you can do. Like, maybe this deck can block the heart for like 4 or 5 cycles or something, so you just do that. And you play like 1 poison card. like the fumes or something, and then the hut dies. But yeah, like if you cannot find damage, then honestly, what is more important is to find a way to block, because no matter what, again, no matter what the run is, you need to block the first cycle of the hut, yeah. And no matter what you're playing, so figure out a way to block cleanly first, and then you figure out like whether you have enough damage. Of course, this is not a strict rule, because there are many runs where you just have like insane amount of damage. You kill the hut in 4 turns or something, and your block is got 1 potion. Like goes to the jar, maybe a relic or a fairy, like a lizard tail or fairy, and you just use all your HP in the hut fight. Just trade all your HP, pull away, but the hut dies before you do. But usually the people always talk about like poison deck and shift deck or whatever. Yeah, nobody cares like how you deal damage. Damage will get come randomly, you know. You can deal damage with like 1,000 cuts. You can deal damage with the couch chops. You can deal damage with I don't even know, whatever random stuff. Even like maybe you mix like one deadly poison for boss fight, and then blade dance accuracy for the whole wave fight or something, or some back stuff. But yeah, your deck actually has maybe like 3 footworks and 4 piercing wheels, and you just block the hut forever. So is that a poison deck or a shift deck? Yeah, it's a block deck. And block is more important. Yeah, go to save it with the sub, which a lot. It's really it's hard to explain, but I do think people are a little bit too focused on how to deal damage. Yeah? Because I always hear that okay, poison deck, shift deck, like you go poison or you go shift. Yeah, nobody cares if you go poison or shift. If you can block, you can do whatever the hell you want. Like so many silent hut fights are just you just sit there for like 4 cycles, the hut does nothing, and then it dies eventually to some random bullshit. So like the overpower cuts or something like the well plans and the piercing whale, and then the footwork, and anything that keeps the hut permanently weakened, like your leg sweep, the malaise. Of course, you have your classic red form or whatever. Yeah, Infinite is a little bit harder to. I mean, I shouldn't say Infinite is hard to execute, but Infinite is a little bit hard to wrap your head around if you haven't done it before. But Silent can go Infinite like pretty easily if you are trying to force the issue. Just pick all the draw, pick all the energy generation. Any card that says draw energy, you click. So concentrate, even the freaking concentrate, yeah. So like acro, backflip, counter gamble, reflex, concentrate, tactician, and you just play, you know, your entire deck in 1 turn every single turn, multiple times. Oh yeah, here back to this fight, it's just Arma strike, right? And we set up Immortal to 6 exactly because of this. You can see Immortal on 7, this, and you draw a card at the end, yeah, when you have 0 energy. And what happens? Yeah, you cannot play it unless it's anger. If I draw exactly anger of this Immortal, it will be great because we have Shuriken Strength also. But yeah, of course, it's like 1 of 16. In fact, it's 1 of 21 because we don't even know what the 5 cards we draw initially would be. So just I must try. Okay. Thank you, Carnage, but it's actually fine. Yeah? You can see. And by the way, this is what I'm talking about. Like, why not you rest? Because you see what happens when you start with 3 strength. Yeah, you see what happens in this fight when you start with 3 strength. Yeah, the boss just kind of dies, you know. So power gen is 90, you can even use flex spot to heal a little bit. Which is why buying fairy is a little bit bad for short-term value, yeah? Because you just lose your value of the Ornithopter, and you also lose maybe Ornithopter in Act 2 as well. At the same time, this relic is so insanely overpowered in early game that I think I'm just allowed to waste value, yeah? Just to have something that is good in Act 4 later, because this relic in conjunction with the fairy is a very powerful combo. And we just say this relic carries early game completely, which is honestly probably true. Okay, we just split on... yeah, this is the most damage. Inflame into this is weaker, it's 57, but this is 64. Of course we gain, so 5 was split, you know, to get 2 strength is irrelevant. And they're dead. And then getting motor to 9 here pretty easily. We can never brick on an attack next turn and any attack kill, so we just play a random card. Huh. Oh, we completely outplay the Spire. It thinks it can... it thinks it can troll me, yeah? With the 90% potion chance ended on the top though. But I am ready for it. Yeah, I am totally ready. I have a fairy to understand what the garbage this is. Here's a Reaper. Yeah, the Exhume pickers rise up. Because if you have an Exhume, you are like Giga chilling right now. You have like insane strength, and now you have a Reaper, and you have like 2 Exhumes even. On the other hand, you can take the Brutality instead with the Clay, but yeah, this Brutality is pretty cool. Yeah? It's also quite strong. Because the Brutality also improves the Fiend Fire, it improves the angle, it improves armament if it's screen. Unfortunately, this card is on the screen, and this card is a little bit stupid. Because the Brutality is a cooler pick. Is our Ornithopter dead or what? Just checking. No, seriously, I'm just checking. Is our Ornithopter like just done for? Yeah, Motoring Rust, nah, nobody's praising the Brutality to heavens, you know. And even if they do, I can understand because the Brutality is actually quite good there. Like if somebody is praising like some like absolute garbage, yeah, and I already tell you it's absolute garbage, and it keeps happening, then maybe I can show you what happens. Well, yeah, is it time for the Sozu? If it's not Sozu, it's Black Star. This deck never takes Black Blood. We have healing from this, we have healing from this, we have healing from this. In fact, if we go to half HP, the Red Skull even makes the Reaper heal more. So what is more important? Is it the Force Energy or is it a long Relic Bar for late game? Because honestly, I will tell you right now, is that no matter what we pick here, we'll be fine Act 2. Red Skull is actually just that strong. When they pick Black Blood, if you give this deck like 3 offerings and no Reaper, yeah, Black Blood is probably in my Relic Bar. But usually, basically, Black Blood is picked when your deck actually is extremely fast, but you are paying HP every single fight. Usually that happens when you have like 2 or 3 offerings. So you don't need energy, but you actually need to sustain every time. You just ping yourself. Sometimes your deck has like a bunch of bloodlettings, it draws a lot, and you have to play bloodletting 3 or 4 times until you win a fight. And the Black Blood also massively performs there. Essentially, what it means is that if the Black Blood does not drop your damage output, but you are going to lose HP every fight. The most important thing is that you pick the Black Blood, your damage output does not go down. Then usually it's like serviceable. Most common case is just with 2 or 3 offerings in a deck. Usually 3. If 2 offerings, you can still just sustain 2 normally. But if you have 3 offerings, then it gets a little bit weird, yeah? If you have to play all of them. But yeah, no matter what we pick here, we'll be fine Act 2. Red Skull is actually just that strong, and yeah, Red Skull Reaper with the clay, 3 energy, no problem. So even if you take Black Star, no issue. Is that more fun consideration? Nah. I don't even know whether Black Star is actually more fun or not, because if something goes wrong on Black Star, suddenly you have to dodge elites, you know, and then you feel doubly sad because every elite you dodge is -2 instead of -1. For this is pretty good, right? The Pomori Green, the Shrug is here, the Immortal is also here. You can make more plays with Headbutt. And then our deck can exhaust down to just Pommel Shrug at some point, yeah? And then having more energy for that loop is strong too. Of course it kills this relic, but maybe I don't care. I mean, it doesn't kill, we still have 5 HP, wow. Yeah, 5 HP one time with this relic were amazing, thank you. But yeah, sure. Is Headbutt upgraded? Maybe you can guess. If you see there's something else in the deck that's also upgraded, otherwise wouldn't be, then you can guess like what happened. But yeah, the strike is green and it was shining light. Well, now that we pick a Sozu, what happens? And we still run into max elites. We don't have gold to go to shop, so I guess the path is fairly clear then. We go like here 1, 2, 3 into this elite number 1, into fire, into this elite number 2, into this elite number 3. If by this point we have gold, we can go here, otherwise we will still go to fire, no problem. I don't see a reason to do any other path, so let's just start here. If the first 2 fight goes insanely badly and we are getting destroyed somehow, maybe you can go to the shop. I hope not. Okay, I claim that no matter what happened, no matter what I pick, it would be fine Act 2. Yeah? Maybe this fight is telling me otherwise. We do have a lot of strength, however. But I'm not very good in this fight. I don't really have a thing to down the bird. I don't have weakness like shockwave and they're freaking buffing on turn 1. Don't have flame barrier. So how is it to simply just take 6 here and then block 18 next turn? Because the next turn is pretty hard to block, no? Don't you think? Yeah, I'm just taking damage, right? Instead of blocking for 5 and then blocking 3 next turn and getting hit for like 24, whatever crap here. I just Carnage here and then move on. Yeah, like, look at this. This guy even decides to swoop. Imagine you don't have this 18 block. No, seriously, just imagine you don't have this 18 block and this, you see this guy swoop, like how upset are you? You're pretty freaking upset, I can tell you that. Here, is there anything to pommel? Like spot weakness in order to get a bigger Reaper, maybe? Yeah, sure, maybe. I guess bad case is that they both buff next turn, but this turn we also gain a bunch of clay for next turn also. And I'm pretty sure we down this guy. So yeah, oh yeah, at the very least this guy always attacks. Okay, fine. So headbutt here and then Fiendfire just down, yeah. You can play Anger as well if you want to get strength. And you can also play another attack here if you want to get strength. Getting strength is good because Reaper healing is coming up. And with 4 energy you can do this, you can even play Strike Plus, which I will. And then Clay goes in the game. And you think that we have lost a lot of HP? Correct? What is better? This is +1, this is also +1. But of course this is gaining strength for afterwards. I mean, it doesn't matter regardless. Yeah? We heal a lot here. I don't know whether we heal full or not, but we heal a lot. And this should be slightly better, yeah. It's also better rounding when this number is 10, so it becomes 14, so it actually heals for the thing. It's the same, yeah, it's the same. No matter what, this deals 14. Okay, never mind. The Reaper card. Interesting. Yeah, very interesting card that we just played. This guy loves to swoop, and sure, we can entertain him a little bit. Maybe we should have set up Immortal, but ooh. Oh, this is a freaking bait, yeah? But it's so green, guys. And we did say that with the Red Skull we can do whatever the hell we want next turn. So how bad is just having this kind of mid deck. And suddenly now, yeah, the Giga Power Through shows up and we have Power 2 second wind evo plus. Oh, I already clicked, no? Yeah, I already clicked. We still want to go this way, so your question mark. Ooh, 3 strength on turn 1, if you want. Or you can transform Strike into the Power Through. And transforming Strike is also very good with the second wind, with the thing. Reckless Charge of Wild Strike right now also is not even so bad, yeah. And 3 strike on turn, 3 strength on turn 1, good with the Reaper. You can take Jax, but with the Clay. But we already have Spot Witness, Inflame, and the Red Skull, and the Shuriken, so Jax is not really needed for scaling. Let's just transform, yeah? What? No, seriously, why would you pick this? What the hell? Guys, can somebody explain like why on earth you pick this card in your deck when you don't have to anything to make statuses? It doesn't make sense. So why not you do that? No, seriously, like why is this card in my deck? Can somebody explain? That's pretty annoying, but sure, it's fine. It's probably okay. Still just run into Max Elite. Nothing has changed. Yeah, more evo, you're exactly what I need now, thank you. Okay, so we roll 6% shop, is quite sad. That's another apotheosis, so we cannot buy, by the way. Both shops are apotheosis, yeah. If we remove, what is the remove? I mean, removing strike is making the deck scale a lot better. At the same time, I'm slightly worried our damage output is going down the trash can. If I spend gold and strike remove here. And we don't even have enough attacks to prop Shuriken anymore, and unless you have anger. Because yeah, the strikes are all transformed into non-attack cards. The first strike transform into armor, and the other two strikes transform into these. And then we also pick like block or what. Combat is okay, yeah, combat is fine. Combat with the clay and our deck is also lacking AoE a little bit. I mean, combat minus is not real AoE, yeah? It's never going to be green. And we are also not fighting collector, so it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, Dark Shackles here is a potential. And the choice just remove, but I think just buy the Dark Shackles then. His Shackle is a bit good. Okay, let's think about this a little bit more, because normally Dark Shackle, what's the use? Yeah, you full block the multi-hit against the heart. And what happens when you full block the multi-hit against the heart? Yeah, do you even gain real block because you have the clay? 50% of the time it doesn't even block anything. Because maybe the heart hits you for like 2 times 15 and you just gain 45 block for next turn. Yeah? Instead you play the Dark Shackle, you block 30 and then the next turn you block 0. Also we have the other shop potential lead right here. Book stabbing also no problem, no? Honestly, I think I just leave this really. I don't even want to buy this. Especially with the Sozu now, I just want to buy something broken, you know. Yeah, I just want to buy something broken. I don't want to buy like immediate power with this especially. So maybe just leave the shop. But yeah, amount going into here doesn't matter too much because it's optional. We don't even need to go here. Because the fire is also quite strong for this deck too. Yeah, let's just leave the shop and do nothing. Move on. 21. We trying to block or we trying to kill? Maybe we can try to block a little bit and then spot weakness Reaper up. Not super thrilled about this idea though, but we do have the clay. And I can headbutt like maybe the defense plus if you want, or the armor. Probably headbutt the armor stronger still. Ah, sure. Let's block, no? Wow, nice evolve, thank you. You can take another 3 here to block 3 next turn, because again next turn you don't really have a lot of thing, and then upgrading anger is a thing too. Let's play this a little bit, yeah, and then maybe spot weakness can land. Yeah, I can second win away these because you don't need the inflame, or you can play inflame and then second win and take 6. I think I just second win everything. This clay is doing amazing, you know, that's not unexpected. That is exactly what I expect from the clay. Exhaust the Carnage and play like what combats Iron Wave. Sure. I'm also 9 for next turn, yeah. Okay, that's 21 now, but we have the thing. We don't have that much of a thing, no. It only blocks 5. No vulnerable on this. So we take like 13 or what? Maybe just play Reaper now instead of hoping to redraw into it. Yeah, because blocking this guy from here is like, it's not so easy. Just take this hit and then kill it like next turn or something. Okay, kill it next turn. Turn after. Three cast next turn. And we're still decently healthy. Motor 959. Metallicize, another power that doesn't actually do that much on the turn it's played. We already have like a bunch of bricks in early turn, so maybe I just don't want to draw this. As you can see, damage output and block in the avocado right now are both a little bit insufficient. It will be a lot stronger once we have Red Skull, and of course we can always use a potion. But I don't want something like this. Like maybe if anything, the clothesline, but clothesline minus is not really. I can full heal in this fight here if you want. But not that easy. Inflame into here, take 4, but the 2 strength. Thanks for reward. And taking 4, we can block 3 if we are being attacked as well. Yeah, thank you, spot weakness. Love you. Deploy combust now or just play the evoke the exhaust. This guy is dead the next turn either way, even from 49. You're probably true. Holy. Yeah, now suddenly we have 6 strength, we can Reaper of this. She is buffing, no? Well, yeah, 7 strength. 7 strength doesn't deal that much damage. We can just get 1 more strength here with this. Reaper alone doesn't kill. If we draw Reaper +1 would be perfect. Didn't happen. They still heal this turn, yeah? So we can even do bash into Reaper here to heal maximum. Of course that mess up the Immortal for next fight, which is an elite. But we are freaking full HP and we can still stay here. It's not like we are forced to kill immediately or anything. 1 damage off. But we are full HP. And you can try to set the Immortal again. Two attacks. Perfect. By the way, did you notice we have 3 fights? Did you notice what is happening in the act? Yeah, exactly. We get no potion drops, so the Sozu is free. If there is a potion chance, then there will be 17 right now. But it doesn't matter. But yeah, second combat don't need, rampage don't need, armament, second armament don't need. We move on. The leader. I guess we always start with Carnage, kill here, and then see like what we draw for Immortal. Because I might not want to spend on energy. This card does nothing, yeah. So second wind exhausting everything here is also like, in order. Apparently I'm stupid, I'm sorry. Yeah, apparently I'm just like completely dumb, but you know, what can you do, right? Yeah, that's a reason to play Evo first, or even to Carnage here. I don't think Carnaging here is ever correct though, so maybe you can sense to... You can check the card first with maybe even playing the second wind first. Yeah, I can see playing second wind first being correct. Probably it's true. Yeah, you probably start the turn with second wind. I was just hoping that maybe second wind exhausts another garbage card. Which, by the way, the second wind does exhaust another garbage card if you want to, but I don't even know whether I actually want to exhaust this or not. Probably yes. Because this guy never attacks here, and then if she's attacking, then do I really want to headbutt the spot over a block card? If I don't have this, is my damage in this fight okay or not? I mean, I sure hope it's okay. It's already gone. She's attacking now and I'm getting owned. Very nice, thank you. We just take the full 33, yeah, I think. Yeah, I think we just take the full 30. I guess we don't need to. You can also do angle strike here and then play defense. Take only 28. Either way, we don't have Resco yet. And this guy, this way against a Shuriken. I mean, you can always gain Shuriken with the Fin 5, but Fin 5 later is stronger too. Ow! Oh yeah, this is fine. You draw a card right now immediately with the headbutt, so you headbutt angle. Get Shuriken and then angle here. This turn she summon, we have 4 strength, and here's the, yeah, you guess it, the Reaper. 8 plus 13 plus the 5, yeah, is killing this. 4 HP, by the way. If she attack again next turn, we are set. If she doesn't attack, then we probably can kill. I mean, I hope we can kill. Like, I already exhausted so many garbage and we still draw whatever crap this is. But maybe we can kill her next turn still. And they not even draw a single attack together with the headbutt to headbutt it. 5, 6, 7. I want to be around 9 before the next fight, which is also an elite. Forecast next turn instead. If Fin 5 kills and no angle, but usually we draw at least 1 angle. Yeah, okay, sure. Just in case we need like more cards to play. Yeah, like this is fine. Exact lethal? I mean, if it's not exact lethal, we still have combat and we have full HP, yeah. But I mean, you already know by now is that the Reapers are completely broken. But if you're not convinced, yeah, you can see like what happens in the act so far. Strength apparently should have removed the regret in Act 1 from the box. So I'm sorry once again I'm stupid. Because if you keep the regret in here, the second wind can exhaust the regret, and also you have this, and also it has clay. So the regret is actually just positive. Oh yeah, potion. Oh, thanks. Upgraded. I mean, that's the biggest strength payoff there is, yeah, out of all of them. We have 4 energy also. We have like everything we have is strength. We have the Nuvudo, we have the Shuriken, we have the Rescal, we have the Inflame, we have the Spot Quickness. Oh, it's so freaking green, guys. Okay, green is good. What's the upgrade? You can say armor, you can say Fiend Fire. With the heavy blade, now you can even upgrade your strength in Flame Spot, but I don't think it's good. You can upgrade bash as well for vulnerable. You can recall. Recalling here is like insanely degenerate, but honestly, it's not even so bad yet to recall now. Probably just do armor though. Armor is just a stable upgrade no matter what you see. Yeah, and then you see apotheosis. Wow, thanks. Yeah, armor is just a stable upgrade no matter what. Especially when you're on 4 energy, you can play your upgraded cards on the same turn like, pretty often also. Yeah, sure. Ah, a strength. Okay, what is stronger? Is strength stronger? Is 5 max stronger? Because these are both free, yeah. Like this damage is completely free. We have absolutely no issue. And then we have 5 max with the fairy also for late game. Or do we take a strength? Because the decay, if we don't block the decay, it also even blocks extra first next turn. So even if we draw decay on an off turn, it actually still is positive block for the whole fight. And then we get 1 innate strength with the freaking heavy blade and the Reaper, and yeah, okay, already click. Yeah, already click. Of course we farm more elites, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, is it really? Wait, the regret. Oh, the regret. Imagine paying gold to remove regret. Like, what am I doing? Like, what? Oh, we die? Nah. Act 2 dying from this position in Act 2 is not exactly possible. I will tell you straight up. At least not to these fights. Like maybe something insanely bad can happen to the champ. I don't even know what can happen. But maybe Swogeness misses every single time he buffs like crazy. Then maybe something actually can happen in the champ fight. But otherwise, like, you don't actually die here. You take the you can even take 50 damage front load to your face and you still don't die here. Because then you start the fight with Rescal and you just one shot like whatever's coming. But yeah, this is blue candle with the Duvudo. The DK is already in the deck and we have a freaking self-forming clay. There's no chance for Necro, right? Yeah. Or you can roll one question mark like here over the fight. Maybe do roll the one question mark. Look at this Zuzu going in. Yeah, the Juju Trust Talkers are about to freaking apologize when we walk into here. The Juju flashes and it's a Necronomicon. Or you will absolutely apologize. But yeah, don't keep this. If we see a Kurski next act, yeah, congratulations, one more strength. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you see this hand you think is bad, right? But if we start the fight with Red Skull, it's already okay. You can already kill one. On the other hand, here you take a bit of damage, but is it a problem? And then you draw the Reaper and you're full HP. Bash Headbutt is potential, or you can also do Combust Strike Headbutt. I don't think I want to play Combust though, because the problem with Combust is that it just loses Reaper HP. So we probably just Bash Headbutt, yeah? Headbutt the spot weakness, but it always lands. 25, that's a big number. And yeah, the Giga Clay is blocking. Can even get more clay here, but maybe it's not needed. Yeah, more clay is not needed, yeah. Of course, we can proc this, but doesn't matter. Yeah, Rascal, and where's my Reaper? Yeah, right here. And how much does Reaper heal? 30. 30, that's a big number, I'm just telling you. Yeah, it's a pretty big number, I would say. You can Iron Wave here over playing Evolve Plus if you want to full block this turn, otherwise you take 6 damage after you heal 30. So you're not full HP and then you're sad. Are you sad? Also, is there a reason to... Honestly, we don't even care about the Evolve, right? Because what reshuffle, right? Don't we just play Heavy Blade and this thing's dead? Evolve huge, yeah, huge, unplayed. That's how huge it is. Yeah, look at this Evolve about to draw 1 million cards. Wow. Look at how many cards it drew, guys. Evolve Enslavers. Insane, right? Second Headbutt is potential. Pummel is potential. Pummel is also a very strong strength payoff. And it exhausts unlike this, so if we want to have another plan, then... As in, maybe you see a power 2 second wind, you pivot to a cringe block. You do a cringe block engine instead, then the Pummel doesn't get in the way. Second Headbutt is not super needed for this type deck, at least not yet. Yeah, Pummel is probably good. Starting innate 2 strength here, and now the entire deck is strength. It's just Heavy Blade 1 cost, except it's used 1 time, so it's not as effective in boss fight. Still very good. Of course, we farm more leads. Sure, just angle immediately. I don't know why I'm playing all damage on one of them, because Reaper is weaker this way. Maybe because I'm not playing Reaper or what? I already drew the Headbutt, so yeah, bad timing. No typing noise, yeah, it's a verbal tick. I'm actively trying to prevent it whenever I can, yeah, but of course I cannot prevent all of it. Yeah, it is a verbal tick. Reaper strike, draw a card, and then we don't have Reaper and redrawn. This turn I'm taking 6. Is that a problem? 6, who cares, right? Wow, Evolve, thank you. Amazing. Yeah, look at this 3 vote. Yeah, when we draw status, we draw 3 cards. Oh, that will do something. Why did I hit that one? Can somebody explain? No. Exactly. 6 strength. This is already 44, and this is 32. Hey, it's not actually quite enough to kill both of them though, so we need to block a little bit more. Sure. This fight actually is a small problem for this deck, I guess. If we draw the Reaper at a bad time. Not that big of a problem though, but it is a little bit of a problem. And by a little bit of a problem, I mean that we go to like 68 or 75, yeah. Freaking sad, right? The trend, yeah, pick. Bull stabbing never showed up. Whatever, don't really care. Combat in this fight is quite good. Yeah, we can feed fire now, but I guess we just get shuriken and play combat, yeah. So the turn would be Iron Wave Pummel here and kill, get the strength, and then combat also kill this. Wow, thank you Evo, thank you Spot Witness. This hand is a small problem. Is what I would say if I don't have a Reaper, but I do. So it's not that bad. We can proc the clock. No, not the clock, the Immortal now and then draw into Reaper, and then I'm actually sad. I'm not that sad because I can headbutt the Reaper here and then trans into it. Yeah, otherwise... Wait, Rescal. Oh, I should have calculated before. If I play defense, I'm not in Rescal anymore though, because I'm taking 38, so I'm blocking 30, I'm going to 35, 35, 34, 34 is 39, 39 is bad. If I play this, I'm still 38, and I want to be in Rescal next turn because Reaper is probably being played immediately. So I should not play this defense. Essentially is what is happening. It hit me. Yeah, Rescal. And then here's the bash into Reaper if you want to, and I do want to indeed. In fact, I probably don't even want to play the trance because this hand is not bad next turn. Is that guaranteed lethal by the way? This is 16 plus 18, 34. But we lose 3 strength, yeah? So I go to 5 again, and this is 25, 37, 37 plus another this is 17, right? 17, 25. 37, 25, 62, 62, 72, 72, 88, 88 plus 18, 106. We need 4 damage to be drawn here. But our deck still has a lot of bricks here. I had a lot of block cards. If I trans now into this immediately, I can also just not land. I can also just not play bash on her, but that's just less damage. Yeah, doesn't make sense. Yeah, 64. Combat already counted 10. I already counted the combat damage. We also do not need to actually kill her this turn. Like 4 more and then we hit here, yeah. Wow, Fiend Fire. Penit? Oh, can be pretty good. Another setup relic though, but yeah, Penit Reaper, Penit Heavy Blade, Fiend Fire, Pummel, whatever to one shot like for elite is also a thing. A Shockwave card is also a thing. 275, so we can buy uncommon relic, but the clay is already here. The middle bone doesn't need to be bought. I just want to buy rare relics if anything. So how strong is the fire right now? Pretty okay. We can upgrade the battle trance at the very least, can upgrade the shockwave, or you can simply just go here. But this is trading a normal fight for the fire. And the normal fight is not that strong, to be honest. To be fair, we haven't seen a rare this act yet, right? Yeah, we fought Act 1, we saw like a billion rares, yeah? And we took none of them. This act, we have fought 3 elites and haven't seen any rare yet, I think. So taking the whole way fight usually gives you a rare card, and we do have armor plus. Bludgeon was in shop, no? Yeah, Bludgeon was in the shop. It wasn't from actual card rewards. I'm pretty sure Bludgeon was in the shop. And if you see a rare card in the shop, your rare chance doesn't change. Oh, Bludgeon vs Pommel, was it really? Okay, if there was a Bludgeon in the card reward and completely missed it, I did not even register in my head. I know that I saw a Bludgeon in the shop, but okay. If you say there's a Bludgeon in the normal card reward, then maybe I just missed it. When you last see track, yeah, the last Ironclad run. That's when. Ooh. Fire value is lower a little bit with armor plus though. But yeah, again, trans upgrade is good in conjunction with armaments also. It's not wasted, but the next upgrade is a little bit wasted. I guess you can still do shockwave. Yeah, shockwave upgrade is good. I want to roll one event for Necronomicon. Yeah, we just upgrade Pommel. We just upgrade like trans and upgrade shockwave here, yeah? And we just see Necro here with the Giga, Duvodo, Blue Candle, Clay, Immortal stuff. Easy. But upgrade probably is still this. Okay, easy, one time. Zuzu Bracelet about to go in. What? What do you mean? Yeah, I would like to not remove my strength, please. I mean, Zuzu is trying its best, but this is not what I want to do, yeah? I mean, it's trying. It's trying. It could have given me something actually amazing, but you know, it's this. Yeah, this is the rarest event in the game. Yes. But yeah, we leave. Thank you, Juzo. Very cool. And with Shockwave, you can also recall now. Oh yeah, with Shockwave, yeah. The champ should not be a problem, but you never know. Yeah, he's buffing on turn 1. Ooh, and this misses. Should I have even played this? The trance, I mean. Yeah, should I actually have even played the trance? Oh, I mean, too late now. I could have also just not played Inflame and get my Shuriken, but I don't think that's very good. But here, I should spot and then play the second win. Yeah, I want to exhaust. But I do not want to exhaust the Scorpion just yet. Don't play the Anger yet, because playing the Anger right now, the damage is not super relevant. I don't get Shuriken stack. And it also blocks the Scorpion's redraw. Play the Metallicized with the Orichalcum, but this guy is also hitting me, so it's like double Metallicized anyway. It blocks 6 per turn. And we still get the Shuriken stack this turn at the cost of 1 block. Otherwise, you can do like what? Bass Strike. Exhaust Carnage for sure, yeah? Ascender's Bane, no. In fact, the event does not even show up unless you have at least one removable curse in your deck. So if you only pick the Bell, or you have an Necronomicon, or you just have Ascender's Bane, it doesn't show up. You need to have a card that you can remove otherwise. Then the event can show up for you. And yeah, Iron Wave Strike. We lose 1 more and play Combust, Exhaust, Maximum, probably good. You think spot weaknesses of scaling in this fight was actually the Shuriken. And it's actually a Shuriken instead. This means that headbutt on spot weakness doesn't happen, but at the same time it doesn't matter too much. 1 defense plus, my hand next turn. No. Oh, he's buffing. If I play Trance right now, I probably miss boss weakness again, but I want Shuriken anyway. If it's missed, you know. Fine. We need to save both strength payoff, yeah, because he's gaining buffs and the shockwave is also running out, and I have missed my spot weakness. So I need to keep both of my major strength payoff cards. I can reapply, yeah, anger now can we play probably. So Ama and then yeah, Ama first and then play this. Avoid in, like this. The Pandit, yeah, it's a lot of damage, but at the same time I don't really care. Probably play Bash over the defense here now. Against Shuriken and apply Permavon. We are in Red Skull soon. Okay, Spawnness is landing and it works with the Ama as well, so it's quite good. If I play the second Wind Exhausted, but at the same time I do not gain Red Skull this turn. Next on it is debuffing me weakness. But maybe just go in immediately because you can even headbutt Heavy Blade. And it's still Vaughn and Wiccan is already running out, so I cannot block this for a lot longer. I should probably just take this hit, go to Red Skull and go now. Yeah, whatever we headbutt is drawn immediately. So I headbutt the Heavy Blade and then we just hit it, yeah, with 14 strength. Look at this, 126. It's even bigger because we get 1 strength first and then play the Heavy Blade, 133. So it's already dead. The slightly annoying thing is I'm weakened, so the Reaper doesn't heal as much, but you know, maybe I don't really care. Did not draw on anger, the Penny was not on 9, also doesn't matter too much. This is too much damage. But we can play like this. I lose 3 strength off of that, yeah, but this still kills. If you want to advance relics further, you can delay 1 turn. Because the headbutt, the trend is the top of the cards, so we can never fail to actually kill it next turn. This will be 7 and 8, so we need to play 1 attack to kill. With 16 to 30 damage. Weaken with 30 damage is only this or this, so we need to change into exactly this or this, or the Immortal is messed up again. And the Pandemic is also messed up. Okay, whatever, let's just kill. Feed is here, and yeah, the Exhume Pickers rejoice because you have like the Giga Reapers already, so the Exhume already plays an Act 2, yeah? You even have the Shockwave Plus now, so Exhume plays again. And now you have a Feed, which, you know, again, Exhume performs. And the Feed is very good. Because the Feed is impervious, so you don't need to draw into Act 4 if you can control the fight. And we do have the Reaper sustain, we do have a lot of strength. We have the Clay also, Orichalcum, we can probably just feed in Act 3. And then it also makes the Fairy stronger, it makes the Clay stronger. And too late? No, this is exactly the right time for the feed. Like, the best time of the feed is on floor 0, yeah? The second best time is end of Act 2. End of Act 1 is like actually the worst time to see the feed, but you know, usually people are excited to see end of Act 1 feed, I am not. End of Act 1 is the worst time to see this card because then suddenly your Act 2 maybe can snowball downwards and you don't even gain that much HP anyway. Act 3 is already when you're stabilizing in hallway fights, yeah? And you need to prepare for the end game, and this will perform there. Ah yeah, take the feed. Fusion Hammer, well, we have Armor Plus and we have already made the important upgrades, so the Trance and the Shockwave and you know all that. Other choice, Empty Case to remove the curses, well, that's exactly what I want to do. Or the Circuit Back, which ironically is not even that bad. The Circuit Back with the Sozu. It sounds weird, but you see this, right? With the Flex Spot with the Circuit Back and Heavy Blade, Pummel, whatever, yeah, the Spear and Shield is dead immediately. Yeah, Spear and Shield is actually just dead to one the Flex Spot versus anything. We look at the Spear and Shield, they die. Otherwise, Reaper is a full heal. And the hard fight, we have the feed with the 60% HP Fairy. So that's a ton of HP, and we say that we have enough damage from the strength anyway, and we have the clay. Strength is best? No, the Circuit Back is not even bad. If you actually see absolute garbage here, you can take Circuit Back. I don't even know what the absolute garbage would be though. You can pick basically anything, except Firestone. Your Firestone sucks. But you can pick essentially any boss relic here. And it's probably good. Yeah, the cube is okay, the cube is great actually. Profit Ripper, no problem. Dome, no problem. Crown, no problem. So yeah, it's only Firestone that's hot garbage here. Everything else fine. Snecko is fine. Do we even need 5 energy? Let's just think about that a little bit more. What does 5 energy do? Okay, Battle Trance plus. Shuriken. Hybrid tool cost. Headbutt. Almost try. Yeah, 5 energy is still pretty strong, huh? Yeah, 5 energy I guess is still pretty strong. Sozun to back has happened at least one time already, you know. I'm pretty sure I have taken Sozun to back before and it won very easily. Because exactly it's the same type of run as this run. It's very, very strong in hallways and then also it's strong in Act 3. And then it just walk into Act 2 with 2 back potions anyway, so that's the normal outcome for the second back. No, you pick second back so that you walk into Act 4 with 2 back potions and then you win. Yeah, we are probably going to walk into Act 4 with 2 back potions if we take the second back here. So how bad is it really? Yeah, exactly. We have Giga Draw, we have 3 evolve, so we need 5 minutes to play all the cards. It's true. Yeah, I do hope I see something that makes this evolve do anything soon. Yeah? Yeah, speaking of evolve, some people say, some people call the evolve like good enough to grid. Yeah, I will tell you evolve is utter hot, absolute garbage. If you don't have anything that max status in your deck, yeah, like coping the evolve drawing anything in the Hexagons or the Slime Boss or whatever, or the Sentry, it's just nonsense. Actually trash cut. It costs you so many runs, you know. If you just pick the evolve in Act 1 without synergy, or even in early Act 2 where you think, okay, Slavers or maybe bootstrapping and just get cheap every single floor. And it never does anything until middle of Act 3. No, I did not pick any of... actually, I picked one of them, yes. I got better, but this one was green and was very strong. The floor after, I transform into this. One floor after picking this, I transform into this. So, you know, getting punished for my stupidity, some would say. And Hammer essentially is a free energy, yeah? Because we have the Armor Plus already and a lot of important cards already green. Yeah, okay, 5 energy. Awaken 1 for now. If we don't have recurring weakness, that fight can be a small problem because recurring vulnerable also doesn't exist in our deck. We have a bash. After Shockwave runs out, we are a lot weaker, and you can see the block output in the champ fight is also not exactly, you know, phenomenal either. We just brute forcing without damage output and no sustain. Pathing is completely forced. If we want to fight at least, we go to too many fires. There's nothing I can do about that. Normalities for gold. We have the blue candle, yeah, for the normalities. We have the new voodoo, so we have Giga Strength. We have insane sustain, and we have the self-forming insane sustain from Reaper, and we have self-forming clay. So even if somehow we draw into such a bad normality spot that it loses you like what 30-40 HP or something, you can still recover. So is it just squawking into question marks and hoping to find Mind Bloom or what? Taking 5 is like feed HP, and feed HP might actually be necessary to win Act 4 from this position if you never find block. Because once again, no matter what your deck is, you need to block first cycle of the heart, and you need to survive that. So at least the good thing is that I did buy a fairy in Act 1. I want to roll question marks though, and the Juzu needs to redeem itself, no? Okay, redeem Juzu. Exactly, start here. Yeah, Juzu is about to redeem itself. Look at this, like big time. Ah, evolve for this guy because it put burns in your deck. Wow, I see now. It doesn't put burns in my deck because it's dead. Wow. Upgraded. This first second win is still not very good, yeah? And here's the second one, it's green. On the other hand, you can take an Iron Wave. Iron Wave with Orichalcum, not exactly amazing, but with the Shuriken, not bad. And his Iron Wave Orichalcum is only bad if you play 1 Iron Wave. If you play 3 Iron Waves instead, it's a different story. Oh, the feet. Okay, fine. Remember the feed, please. I have a feed in my deck. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's irrelevant. You just pretend we saw madness and we took the minus max HP. Yeah, don't worry about it. By the way, we see madness. We are not going to take the minus max HP, just so we know. But you can pretend. Yeah, the second win, yeah, not good enough, right? I think I actually just won the Iron Wave. Ah, okay, that was not the Juzu though. But yeah, of course we clicked this. Come on. Ah, this is a Juzu, yes. So I have 2 normalities now and it gives me 2 Alpacas, thank you. Oh, perfect timing. Exactly when I have 2 normalities in my deck, yeah, this enemy shows up. We can never die here, right? I mean, I hope we don't die. How bad can 2 normalities be anyway? No, seriously though, how bad can it be? Yeah, like this, boom. See, it's very easy. I play 3 attacks because I'm worried, and we still have Reaper and they have a billion strength. Because Heavy Blade is also not on a good time right now. Yeah, probably true. Is it even true? This blocks 5. It blocks 3 more next turn here and also deal 5 damage. This gets 1 strength though. Okay, I like strength. Against strength. You know, I think we remove 1 of them. But we'll see what happens in the shop. I mean, we can afford literally anything in the shop. Keeping both is opening... Keeping both is opening some very ugly low rolls. Yeah? So even with the blue candle and the blue voodoo, I think we should still remove 1 normality. Because if you keep both, you can easily do something like Immortal into trance and it trance into both, and then yeah, you cry with your freaking 5 energy. And again, this deck doesn't block super well, so we wasting 1 turn in whole wave fight is fine, but wasting 1 turn in bosses, I'm really not really thrilled with the idea. Like here, for example, you can already Immortal into normality if the Immortal is slightly higher. But it's not, so we're okay. 50 damage. Very kill now, even though Reaper heals less, yeah. Ha, the Evolve. Oh, the Evolve haters, where are you now? We can also just not Reaper at all. And just feed. Maybe just don't Reaper. I want to feed. Yeah, thank you. Seeing red would be nice if we, you know, don't have 5 energy. But we do. On the other hand, there's another upgraded card here, and we just say that our vulnerable chain is in the trash can whenever shockwave is not drawn. And vulnerable is amplifying your damage by 1.5, and you know, our entire damage is just playing attacks. Yeah, because I see this thunderclap being actually good, eh? Not sure. I mean, it's not quite uppercut plus, but it's not bad, you know. Dark Embrace is getting in my deck. Puzzle is getting in my deck. Charge is not getting in my deck, just so you know. Reckless Charge with Dark Embrace and 3 Evolve. Okay, regardless, this gets in for sure. Yeah? And with the Dark Embrace now, there's even more reason to remove 1 normality. Because you play the blue candle with this, you actually draw the card. And you can draw into the second one. Yeah, so you remove 1 normality. The other one I think we can keep. But yeah, Puzzle, blue candle. Oh, the rise right now is like giga free. Look at this Zuzu bracelet about to go in again. Always madness, yeah. You no matter what actually you are on, you are going to see madness, and madness is here. And then we get a rise, which draws us 2 extra cards on turn 1. Okay, it loses 1 draw and it gains 2. It gains us 1 strength, it gains us 3 block for next turn. But I pick shard if I ask hard enough, no. Because again, I already told you, I don't even like playing with this relic. I don't even think it's fun. Pantograph with this deck is maybe wasted go, but it can also make the speed and shield fight a lot less stressful, because then we don't need to Reaper to full health. Also, we have a lot of go. Yeah, what about this Reckless Charge? Pretty freaking good, no? Like the first thing that makes the Evolve work, and we have like triple Evolve even, yeah? We have Evolve draw 3. And then the Dark Embrace also means that the dice draw the turn after. Last night, I don't even care about win or losses with the shard, I just don't find it fun. Personally, I just don't like playing with the shot. It's not about like it's being strong or not being strong. If anything, of course, I'm glad that it's not like super strong or anything, yeah, because I just hate playing with it. So if it is strong and I needed to win some runs, then I would be sad. 78 go for this, but we don't have a second shot in this act. So the go essentially doesn't matter, it's just free. Any Chrysalis angle? No. Yeah, this deck probably not. This deck is probably a little bit beyond the Chrysalis. You know, we just want to attack and then kill enemies. Not this though, even though it's on sale. Actually the Struck. Yeah, Struck on 5 energy with the Turnip. Probably positive in the deck actually. And Corruption will still be picked. Yeah, Corruption, Dark Embrace. Sure. That is not Madness, but sure. What are you? Blind we take. Can somebody explain why I picked the Thunderclap? Because I see 2 trips in here. Yeah? So why do I have a Thunderclap? I mean, we pick 1 chip still, I think, but the other one, this one is probably Panic Button. Yeah, a chip here can be taken. You can take the chip. Yeah, sure. Oh, I want to see Madness though. There's no more chance to see Madness, unfortunately. Recall now. Resting, can rest here. Because maybe you can even see like shovel, whatever you can dig here instead. Recalling now is only bad if you die here from 54. Yeah, I sure hope it doesn't happen. Probably should take 3 and prop puzzle. You can panic something here, but Reaper later is stronger. Panic Button later also stronger. Yeah, thank you, Spot Weakness, very cool. In case I draw into Dark Embrace, I should Struck first. Is that true? Maybe I just played 1, 2, 3, 4 here. As in my 5 energy is spent on this, and it do draw 1 card Immortal though. That is fine. Okay. By the way, next turn it already hit me for 40 something, yeah? And we are nowhere near ready yet to kill it. That's a little bit of a concern, I would say. And there's nothing good to headbutt it. I guess you can headbutt the Spot Weakness or the Panic Button. And the Reaper is also not drawn at a good time. The Reckless Charge not here yet for card draw. I hope that we don't actually die from 54, yeah, to this guy. Because that would be quite sad. Yeah, maybe just Panic Button on top then. And then Oracle Commission after, so we still never really die straight up. Oh, check one thing with the red Fisher Lord. If we use the Panic Button next turn, I should probably Ascender's Bane, play the Ascender's Bane also. Yeah, sure. Get the clay block next turn, you know. Feed is freaking plus, but can we fool around here with the feed or not? Because it is not like insignificant damage. And next turn is already hitting me for 40, and then it's 45, and we don't have Reaper, and then it needs to die, and then yeah, when is feed happening? Never. And I would like to not spend the flex point in this fight also, yeah. And make it infinite. This deck going infinite, do you see? Just so you know, yeah, this is turn 3 and next turn is turn 4. We have not even drawn half of our deck yet. Giant Hand is already hitting me with 40 next turn. So how many turns do you think it would take for this deck to go infinite? Yeah, how many turns do you think it would take? But yeah, I probably don't dream the feat, and we just play feat now and then Panic Button next turn. already 40. At least Dark Embrace is here. Is it actually good that Dark Embrace is here? I should not even play that so quickly. I mean, it's fine. We block 40, but I can draw into the Shockwave now and then. I'm actually very sad. By very sad, I mean I might die if I draw into Shockwave now. And we have two draws, but I guess the very first draw I can always do Iron Wave first without getting Thunderclap vulnerable on it. I Iron Wave first and then Panic Button, so we see the Dark Embrace card. It's probably better. Okay. I don't pummel. Yeah, because we need to land the Shockwave. This turn, even if I take the full hit, I don't die, yeah? Shockwave is down. We still have the Reaper, but yeah, most quite likely what happens next turn, we just simply just play a Fiend Fire and then it's dead. And get a Shuriken here. But maybe I'm dreaming of pan-nipping the Reaper. Yeah, maybe I'm actually just dreaming. So Fiend Fire first and then maybe pan-nip with Reaper after, which means leaving this on 8 is so weird though, because damage output is already in shambles. I kind of need to kill it next turn or just pan-nip Reaper and then kill it. Okay, let's not dream too much, yeah, I think. Wrong order a little bit. It doesn't matter. Yeah, the Fiend Fire here is almost dead, not quite dead. And then we can draw back into the Reaper sometimes. I get the Struck first. Dark Embrace. Oh, no Reaper then, so we are pretty unhealthy, but here again you can rest. Every fire is rest. Why did I play that, by the way? I could just play an attack and then Immortal was perfect. Yeah, one attack doesn't kill. Okay, that's why. I see. I think a spot weakness. Burning Pack actually being picked into Burning Pack Plus. Pack Plus, not the worst, at least it did not hit 2 defense. I don't know what the Blind Plus is doing. Maybe I can do something, but usually not. That's fine, the Burning Pack makes us like quite a bit stronger, yeah? The boot. Is this the second run in a row that we have to key the boot? I'm pretty sure the Watcher key was also the boot, no? Oh, that's quite sad. That is just quite unfortunate. Strength Nemesis, okay, a little bit spooky. But we draw Shockwave on turn 1 and we get Shuriken. There's Weaken permanent, yeah? The boot. Yeah, where's my boot? Not here, that's where. Can get a Shuriken here, I can just leave the Immortal for next turn, which I think the Immortal is more important, to be honest, than run Strength. Yeah, because like, this turn happens, you know. Play this and see what I draw, because otherwise I'm getting hit in my face for like a lot. Still getting hit in my face for a lot. I do have a Normality in the deck also, yeah. This is lethal actually. So we can kill it right now at the cost of no feed. Yeah, 0 block, it doesn't work. But I mean, you see what I mean when I say feed and rank 1, you cannot even land the feed, right? This is feed and rank 2, yeah? And apparently we still cannot land the feed somehow. Maybe this deck just sucks or what? This deck doesn't suck, right? I mean, okay, it sucks a little bit, yeah? Whenever we don't draw, you know, the draw things the early turns. It's like you bottom deck your Trance, you bottom deck your Dark Embrace, or you just Shockwave or something, and suddenly you're playing an Ironclad deck. Like you don't really draw into your cards until turn 3 or turn 4 and then you feel sad. But yeah, just try heavy blade. Piano Pain? Nah, I don't... Offering or something, you know, we just need to set up slightly faster. Piano Pain would help a lot, of course. Piano Pain improves our maximum block output and our front load block by quite a bit. And it makes the... even after panic button turn, you can still full block. But yeah, like, probably just kill, right? You must advance a little bit so you can play the second win, then he plays. Wow. Okay, Burner is back. That's extremely good. Corruption is here, and that is also extremely good because corruption that can break suddenly we are fast, and we don't need the we don't need the redrawing skills. Eh? If we redraw into only attacks, yeah, okay, boom, we play attacks and enemies die because we have like insane strength and also insane strength payoff and also perma vulnerable. You can also take this. This is strong as well because of Duvudo, but yeah, we take this for sure. Okay, surely this fight we can feed, right? 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 Yeah, surely this is the fight that we can feed, yeah? Feed plus. And full HP, yes. So what's happening here? You can draw cards right now. I think I want to draw cards next turn. But I still want to kill the Spiker first. I think the trip here. Reaper save for later, and this is my Reaper HP, so I do not play the strike on here like at all. So just enter, you take 7 and draw cards. Yeah, we have the Giga Evolve in this fight. And Spoken is actually does not miss against the Repulsor. That's a goddamn miracle. Yeah, this is why I vulnerable the Spiker, so we can just kill it here. Take a little bit more damage, but again it doesn't matter. PK, yeah, sure, fine. Go away. Second win is good, Iron Wave is not. Corruption in this spot, don't actually think it's good because we can just draw a block with the Evolve. And I would like to keep the Arma around for a little bit too. And the spot weakness, yeah, the spot weakness is more important. Okay, his Iron Brace do not play Combust, do not play Panic Button also. So we stay here until we get Feed Plus and full HP, yeah, maybe. We attack again, unfortunately, so we take damage. Still have not drawn into any Evolve when our deck already has a billion daisies. That's a bit annoying. Turn Burner. But we have Red Skull now. Normality is it even bad to have in the deck? I don't want to play this 1 HP, but okay, sure. I guess I will. Yeah, now the Evolve goes in. You know, look at this, like crazy Evolve, right? Absolutely needed like this Evolve draw now, guys. After all that, need to keep the Arma around. We do have a burning pack to trim down the attacks also. Can second win right now to be slightly faster, but then we lose 2 defense plus. So I kind of don't want to lose a defense plus. Reaper now is already full HP, no? Yeah, it is. Before the vulnerable runs out. So maybe I just Reaper immediately then. You can also feed minus, yeah, but do you want +1 or not? I kind of want +1. Especially when you have Evolve that Embrace in play, like what is even the risk here? Yeah, the risk is that we don't actually have block cards in here and they can attack. But debating 40 is okay. And we also still have a lot of cards we would like to pick, so it can get bigger if we see the cards. Like Funeral Pain, for example, definitely gets in the deck. Second deck Embrace gets in the deck. Shockwave, second Shockwave gets in the deck. Offering gets in the deck. Exhume now, I don't know whether it would get in the deck or not, but maybe. Power Through gets in the deck. So there are still a lot of things that we would pick. There are a lot of things that we would not pick, but there are a lot of things that we would. Can kill one of them, at least we don't need both of them alive. Leaving both of them alive is easier if we have a feed plus in hand now to set up the burner afterwards. Nine with this full block. Immortal on next turn is slightly better. Okay. Any armor? Yeah. This surely draws an armor, right? It draws a billion cards. Do this. What? Okay, we can still draw a billion cards. Do this? Ah, yeah, easy. Now can feed this. Immortal, this is on 5 and... Oh, 5 is not good though, we got on 4 because of Retro here. This is either Retro or Giant Head. The last Giant Head was not actually so good, yeah, but I don't think Giant Head kills us. Okay, now we have Corruption, so it's even less likely to do anything super harmful, so yeah, probably still Repto. Okay, we're on 4 then. It's impossible to set up the Penny, but we can set up Immortal at least. Oh yeah, Exhume here is already +4. Exhume here is also Exhume here is +4. Yeah, exhaust the chip because we never need it. This doesn't attack me next turn, right? Chance to attack is only 20%. Yeah, and then next turn we kill, we have like 9-4. Oh, this is like Giga Overkill. True Grid, except it's minus, so and we don't have Bottle Dark Embrace, so I'm not interested. There's a Rupture as well, with a blue candle and a bunch of curses, but again, I don't think I'm interested. Top Boomerang already have Heavyweight Plus, and the Pummel, and the Fiend Fire. Yeah, also not interested. So we skip, yeah? The attack now, it attacks 13 and it's no longer weakened. If it was still weakened, then I would be 4 HP with Oracle Outcome, otherwise I lose 1. Whereas it attacks 13, Oracle drop 6, I lose 7, and Burning Black heal 6 only. I will skip. Then head, yeah, no Raptor. Chip upgrade doesn't matter, they play this first. Surely we draw to evolve before this dies, right? We're gonna end a billion damage. Exhaust the second win, probably fine. Yeah, burner actually goes in tiny bit. Weakness here doesn't matter once we run the Shockwave. Let go. Yeah, I play that in that order, so I actually can't play the normality if I draw into it. Yeah, so we still have exactly the card to play. So now I can Corruption, because Corruption makes Dark Embrace immediately fast. Otherwise, what's the plan? There's no plan otherwise. No, I play what? There's nothing to even play. Like I can headbutt to upgrade the feed with armaments, but this fight is not actually solved yet. Yeah, so let's not be so stupid. Yeah, here's the Dark Embrace, and suddenly now we can be fast. Vulnerable 3, save the defense in because it's a better redraw. Now we can go in a little bit. Also, we draw the days before the 2 evokes, just so you know. It's not going to kill. And we did not draw skills or the Senses Bane. These 4 all draw cards, yeah, just so you know. And we draw the exactly 1 card that does not draw on the top deck. And now I'm sad. Can leave the evolve into Shuriken and so keep Immortal for next turn, which is probably fine. Should be able to feed here also because corruption is in play. Yeah? Yeah, feed plus even. I think the burners mess up a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, this giant head went a lot better than the last one. Guess what? Because you have corruption. And when corruption is in play with the Dark Embrace, it's quite fast. The second Metal Trance plus. Cycles in time? Yeah, it's true. No, but it's still useful though. Like Spear and Shield, especially with a deck like this, I definitely do not mind the Preserving Cycles, the last relic here. Second Metal Trance plus is sometimes breaking, but not that often. It's bad after Corruption Dark Embrace is down, but it's good before. I mean, it's green, right? Unless you tell me we pick this instead for strength payoff. Yeah, no. What? Oh, I don't have limit break, man. Like, how do I kill this? It just doesn't work, right? I cannot kill this. So this guy is just here to ruin my feet or what? Oh, seriously though, this guy is literally just here to ruin my feet. Also, I hope that he doesn't ruin my HP as well, yeah? Because he can. If he can ruin my HP. I get my Shuriken here. I can also pop the puzzle to... And also exhaust the evil. Probably the puzzle here is probably stronger, but it's 2 turns for now burner, right? And I set the penny for next turn also. Interesting hand. We do a spot witness plus. But yeah, Armor, Dark Embrace, Normality. Yeah, 3 cards. And play this. You can spot witness again if you want. That takes quite a bit of damage though. This is only 28, but we still have the Reaper, and if we spot witness plus again, then we actually have a chance to kill it. This HP doesn't matter, right? And maybe it heals back to 4 anyway from this fight, yeah? 11 strength vulnerable, we maybe have a chance. Yeah, I'm trying. Hopefully not stupid. It probably is incredibly stupid to do this. Oh, 51. So that takes no damage this turn, but I cannot panic a bigger attack like here. How big is Panic Heavy Blade? 11 strength. 69. Wow, perfect. Times 2, yeah? Times 3. So that is 207. Oh, that's still so far away though. Next time I have burners, so damage dealt, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, probably not. Taking Pipe Rip. Yeah, dreaming too much is maybe not very good. In fact, you cannot even feed fire this turn. And maybe you don't need to. Yeah, nice Battle Trance by the way. But maybe the second damage is actually quite high, yeah? And we have some angles as well. And we have Reckless Charge. Oh, Reckless Charge will double evolve into the angles. Maybe you can actually do it with 3 turns. Oh, I didn't think about that, but maybe you can actually kill. Yeah, maybe you can actually kill this. Ooh, okay. Lock in. Yeah, evolve. There's a daisy in there. We can headbutt the with this Penny as well, it's like 240. 2 turns to deal 600, so it's quite hard. But maybe it is possible. I guess just better than Anger. Yes, for now. Banana strength, 19 strength. 2 turns to deal 500. We can do it, right? Look at this. Heavy blade penny, like, yeah, 327 is easy. We feed this, like, no problem. As long as I draw the feed next turn, yes, okay, that's another challenge, but we have the dice here to draw one. The ink bottle to draw another one. I still need to Reaper though. I mean, need is a strong word. I need to Pommel Strike. That's the more important thing to do. This is always killing that is like completely hopeless. You have to play this. But we need to, for this thing, have enough HP so that I can play Pommel Strike. Pommel Strike is how much? It's 30, 45, so yes, it's still okay. Is it okay? No, it's not okay because then I cannot Reaper after. I just play Combust, no one. You can also Panic Button. If you Panic Button into Reaper now and you Reaper into the feed, then you are very sad. I just play Combust. Yeah, Pommel Strike at least. 1 of 2 to draw into the feed. Oh, perfect. Oh, actually, no, it's guaranteed. Oh, it's perfect. We feed this guy and we get Reaper, yeah, full HP. Of course, the burner cannot be... You could have just killed last turn the burner if you want to be on 2, it could be. But this is messed up and this is messed up, but yeah, nobody cares. We feed. Oh, that is great that you can actually feed the Transient with this. Brutality is back. As good as ever. Is that true or just fake news? Because here I see Awakened 1, which is already a little bit of a problem, yeah? Because we do play Corruption and Dark Embrace always. Evolve Plus should maybe be played also for the Reckless Charge. And when does this Brutality really perform? It will not be upgraded, so it's not in my hand on turn 1. And then once the Dark Embrace is in play, we no longer need the draw power. Doubly so after Corruption is also in play. Yeah, I mean probably never, right? Yeah, probably never, yeah. Let's skip. The Maw. This guy is not exactly the easiest enemy to set up the burner against. And yes, I do want to set up the burner before the Awakened 1. Plus. I do not actually want to exhaust this now because after that Embrace is down, this will just self-cycle, and if I played it now, of course I lose my puzzle for literally no reason. So we simply just play 3 attacks. Exhaust Carnage, probably Iron Wave, Heavy Blade, yeah. Also, you go back to the Carnage upgrade in Act 1, you can see it, right? It's like right now the Carnage upgrade is just irrelevant. And because the situation developed the way it did, like the card rewards that we saw, the relics that we saw, the potions that we did not see, but you know, the elite fight went well enough that the core was that I do not need the Carnage upgrade in order to be farming in Act 1 and maybe in Act 2 also, yeah. So it was never made. And the upgrade is just irrelevant, so again plus 1 elite, yeah, for free. Instead of dodging the elite to upgrade the Carnage like, you know, a baby or something. 5, which I don't even know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing for us, because it means that it's buffing strength next turn. We can proc the Immortal right now, but there's also no reason to. I just play a strike here and then end turn. Do you have a normality in the deck? Yeah, let's not forget that. Which I can draw into right now, and also Dark Embrace, and I'm sad, but I still play it. Okay. We still have the Penip. Oh, but I guess saving the Penip doesn't matter too much. Probably just play the Bash then. 26 already, yeah. Puzzle still not proc, but now it does. But you can also see, like the moment we bottom deck and Dark Embrace and also the puzzle doesn't work because the enemy doesn't freaking attack you. This guy does nothing on turn 1, attacks for 5 on turn 2, which we literally cannot take damage against. Buff again on turn 3, and then on turn 4 it swing you big, yeah, you don't draw a lot of cards. If Dark Embrace is bottom deck and the enemy also doesn't attack. And you also don't draw curses at a good time. It's like you transfer some curses and then you cannot be played. Oh, here I'm just taking damage, but we are probably still fine. Using Immortal now is probably a terrible idea, so let's not. Even though I take 4 more for it. We still have the Reaper. Yeah, I would have drawn to Dark Embrace and I'm sad. If I transfer the Corruption now, we don't even have skills to go in, so we take another hit. This fight is actually hurting, but of course we have both the Pantograph and the Fusion Hammer, so I guess we're still full. How much am I healing, by the way? 27, 20, 25, 58. I heal 58 HP in total, so yeah, it's okay. Just get the feat here without thinking too much, basically. But yeah, so it means I played it, yeah. Oh, is that still true? Not playing Corruption seems very strange. And yes, after Corruption you can still play this. Weakness, yeah, sure, weakness. Evil Plus is already in place, so I can play this. But no, on 3 it's not bad. But on 4 is also okay. We don't have a Disarm, and we don't have Dark Shackles, and we are playing powers. Maybe burn on 3 is good, if we can. It's pretty hard to get burn on 3, but Spot Witness will also not land here, it's buffing again. It's guaranteed to buff this turn after multi-hit last turn. And we only have 5 strength here, we're still weakened, so it's not even easy to kill this, if we want to. I would really like to kill this turn because the feat is in my hand, no? If I play Panic Button now, I'm forced to kill next turn, which I want to do anyway. So just draw a card with this. Oh. Okay, wait, it should be fine. Maybe, I don't know. Do we have Headbutt? No. This is not enough, yeah? Is it enough if I Pennip the feat instead? We do... Oh, I should have Pennip the Pummel. No. I still lose all my energy. 16, 14 is 30, 30, and then another 40 is not. Maybe I can redraw the feat next turn though. There are a lot of draws in here. We can kill it right now. If I just one burner on 3 and ignore the feat plus potential, we are still full HP, yeah? And I have the burner perfectly on 3 against the awakened one. If we are scared of awakened one and we say this feat HP doesn't matter too much. Yeah, it's a 75% chance for multi on turn 3. Doesn't mean it will happen. Like if you lose your max HP to set up burner to 3 and then it still decides to multi on turn 2 anyway, then you are like doubly set. That's like the worst case scenario. But on average that's not true. Now the nice thing about killing it right now though is number 1 is the burner setup and number 2 is that we also have Penny on 9 against the Cultist. The downside of course is that I lose 4 max HP. But maybe 4 max doesn't matter that much. Now we play flaws, yeah, I run Resumer, the 4th mod in this list. Sorry, can you even see it? Like, does this... Okay, the seed filter doesn't hide this, yeah? Yeah. It doesn't override this. Yeah, run Resumer. What is base M? Yeah, what is it? Maybe just kill now. 4 HP. It's not even guaranteed next turn. Because we draw +1 here. And then here we have like what? Draw 1, draw 2, draw 3, draw 4, draw 5, draw 6. This is not real, yeah? But so we draw 6, draw 7, draw 8, draw 9, draw 10. We can draw 15 cards here, so we have like +4. And then we can reach another +4. Actually reach +1 more here. Not actually unlikely, super unlikely, but not likely either. Let's just kill now, yeah? Let's just kill now. Ignore the feat. Feat sucks. Let's try into Fiend Fire. That's pretty good. It also means that you don't even need to play corruption anymore if you want to play long fights. But there's no long fights, yeah? Maybe Awaken 1 you don't play this, but you probably still do, to be honest. But you have power 2 second wind, Dark Embrace now with sustain from Reaper and the spot winners and the Shuriken. So it's maybe easier to control the burner in the second fight. Not like super easy or anything, but it's easier. We have a billion going to Act 4 and into Act 4 shop also. Now look at this panic setup, boom. If I draw into normality now, I cannot play any card after, but I don't really care. We play Tower 2 and take 1 damage, and Prop Puzzle is perfect. And the wounds would be fine. We play 1 Evo plus, I think Evo minus is not. A good shop relics? We saw pellets and already. So yeah, the souvenir is still there, Frozen Eye, toolbox. What else is good? Yeah, what else is really good from the shop relic? Medkit, why? I mean, Medkit is okay. Medkit is okay. I would buy Medkit because we simply have too much gold, but it's not that good. It's okay. Yeah, this deck doesn't really care about the Evo future deck cycles too much. Yeah, it's like if you front load draw with the Dark Embrace power through is also good. Mirror, yeah, Mirror is good too. Membership card, yeah, irrelevant probably, but you know, sometimes it can do something. You can float more gold leaving the shop, you have a freaking 800. Okay, don't do it. Yeah, it's not doing it. So next time we have burner, yeah, clean. Corruption Dark Embrace easy in play if you want to. I mean, Dark Embrace definitely played. So now you can play Corruption and just go in, or you can try to power 2 second win your way through this fight and simply just play the feat now. We play this. So if I feed now and draw into normality top deck, I am set. I mean, I'm not that set. I'm taking like, what, 19 damage or something. That's not super important. So I guess you need to decide whether slamming corruption and just going fast now is good, yeah? Because if I slam corruption, you can still feed later, and if feed later could be plus as well. Not super likely, because armor burn would also be played quickly. But blocking this guy in the second cycle is going to be very difficult, so we have to kill, and then the burner maybe is messed up. What is this ghost storage? I mean, you can probably tell how it happened, right? Looking at the deck. You see this? Yeah, now you can tell. Probably just play corruption, huh? And then risk of drawing normality this turn. Of weakness. I want to defend. Chip can stay. Chip can stay. We don't need to spend more defense, even though this defense still block an okay amount. We don't need to spend it yet. Oh, if we see Arma now, we can burner setup exactly for this. So if we see Arma now, we can headbutt the feet. I kind of don't want to spend the thing too much, no? The struck right now, it just wasted, completely wasted block. Probably just get the feet minus, right? Yeah, probably just get the feet minus. Pummel here. I guess pummel here is slightly better. Let's feed this. If we draw normality now, I'm also fine with it. And yeah, heavy blade just go here. Going here is wasting damage for no reason. Now that I play corruption, we need to go a bit faster. Normality, no problem, so it's gone. Saving the blind for second half is probably stronger, and most likely this turn is just going to be second winded away. Arma's here. We do need to spend one attack on this, so maybe might as well be now. Can play an evolve and save the second wind, just take this hit, that's probably fine. Yeah, this should be completely easy. Trends are completely terrible, so let's do that. Okay, next turn we still have good block with power 2 second wind potential, yeah. Weakness vulnerable, so potentially here. Finfire is here. So killing now is okay. Oh, power 2 being here though makes killing now a little bit more annoying, but second wind plus is still enough to block. I cannot actually even kill now. Yeah, what am I talking about? I need to draw more attacks like this, and then I can kill. Okay. Yeah, this is like fine, yeah. Headbutt the power through. Seems good. Yeah, second win here, full block. Would like to steal Reaper, yeah, it's debuff. Weakness vulnerable. And Reaper is here. So we just Reaper Finfire or something. Yeah, and then kill next turn. Burn on 4. Oh, I don't have Heavy Blade anymore though. So Penny is going to be messed up or what? Oh, I can just accept burn on 3. And we kill perfect this turn with this on 9. Burn on 3, not amazing into second fight no matter what it is. And Penny setup, does it matter or not into donuts? Maybe it does. Yeah, we start with 3 strength even. So even Penny being heavy blade or something can deal significant damage. Ah, sure. Ah yeah, 4 HP, did get feed. Time meter. Draw down turn 1, the classic, thank you. We can nuke this guy. Of course, nuking means that we don't have Reaper, but Act 4 fire is rest, yeah, so we are 4 HP into Act 4 Elite. And we can nuke this guy for 180 damage this turn. I mean, that sounds good, no? I think I like 180 damage, not gonna lie. Die. Ow. Yeah, next time we hit burner. Can headbutt the trends while playing full block this turn. Shuriken for sure, yeah. Oh, maybe a mistake because I kind of need this to full block. I guess I just don't play this then. I play Bash also because I kind of want to play Iron Wave. We can also just split. Because killing it through half is not the thing, but splitting now is wasting burner block. It's probably just not good to split now even. Take some damage and resistant burner. Corruption Dark Embrace is here and we have 5 energy, you can play both. And then, yeah, then we can go in. Okay. One spot weakness, yeah? And exactly enough to prop. I really don't want to play Shockwave this turn. We do have... Yeah, we do still have Vulnerable, Clean, and the Blind later though. I can however also just take the hit, but taking this hit is a bit big. It's 24... I think we go to the Rest Count. Rest Count is easier to kill. Maybe taking this hit and leaving this alone is just fine. It probably is actually just fine. It means there's no reason to not play this then, the trance. Then, yeah, sure, upgrade combo. We defend a little bit. Heavy blade. Exhaust these. Next turn is splits. We are in Red Scout range. Normality is also exhausted. Evolves in play. And we kill it over 2 turns. We're on 3 now and we try to kill it next turn. Should be not super difficult, at least I hope not. With this draw it could be difficult. We do have 12 strength, no? It probably means I don't get fit on this, yeah, but it's fine. Yeah, I kill next turn. We still have the headbutt, so maybe you can feed. But he needs to die now. Not vulnerable. That was struck. Okay, now it's vulnerable and it's dead, yeah? If that is so, we even have the pen nip on something, but yeah, so heavy blade first, and then pen nip headbutt, and then defend, and then feed. So we mess up the immortal and the pen nip, which pen nip actually matters a lot in spear and shield, but right now setting pen nip up is not exactly possible because even vulnerable heavy blade doesn't kill, and it needs to die this turn. If I went upgrading it and got it earlier, I did not upgrade it manually. I got one Iron Wave minus in my deck and Iron Wave plus was picked later. But you're asking in general. Exact? No, it's not defect. That one is very special. If you want to know what happens in defect, like do not look at the, and this is what, you know, the non-viewers will never know. Yeah? You just look at the strict number and then maybe you look at the win rate, you don't get the full story. If you watch the run, you actually would know what happened in the defect run. But it's spoilers alert, it was throwing for content, literally. It was literally throwing for content. But you can watch the run, it's actually pretty interesting. At the end, at least, at the very end, like the act 4. But yeah, here, yeah, there's no way you can set up pen nip, yeah, so I guess we just take a feed HP then. Oh, that's like, it's actually true. When was the first time that I called Blizzard absolute garbage? Yeah, I don't even know. But it's pretty early on, right? Like, because right after seeing like 2 or 3 Glacier or something, some people were already talking about the card, yeah? Funny, yeah, you don't get to see that when I was still actively trying to improve my gameplay every single run. So nowadays you get to see like things like this more often. Because that would not be the last time, I would tell you right now, that would not be the last time I would throw a run just to show the chat that you are wrong. I am right and you are wrong. That would not be the last time. Here, heavy blade, pen nip, the headbutt, and then play a skill and then do whatever. Right? I think no, it was a guarantee, kind of. The fight was tricky to play, but I'm pretty sure it was like winning in almost every single draw if you play properly. Everyone lost it? No, it's even funnier. That's the thing. If you did not watch the fights and whatever comes after, I would recommend you to watch. Like the whole thing, not just the initial fight. Like whatever comes after was the important part. Yeah, what actually comes after the real fight was the important part. Okay, we just kill and get the hell out. Do we have armor? No. Okay. So we can advance Immortal a little bit. Maybe Immortal is like not messed up because Corruption Dark Embrace is kind of broken. Yeah, and then so at least we have 9-1 here. And it would be nice, but you know, not possible. And what happened with Sozu? Yeah, never use a potion, expected. Because, you know, Red Skull Reaper and whatnot in the clay. Ornithopter, well, it's sad, but maybe now I can heal 5. Maybe. Oh, there is a mirror. We buy all relics, yeah, for sure. What is the mirror on? It has to be on Dark Embrace, right? Dark Embrace in this deck, especially with the blue candle, is just by far the most important thing to draw into. Even though it's minus. Unless you tell me it's the Shockwave plus instead. That is the only other candidate, yeah? If it's not this, then it's this. But I'm pretty sure it's just this, especially with the blue candle. Yeah, you can mirror Curse as well. You can mirror Sendless Bane. Like, I don't really mirror Sendless Bane. It's not weak at all. It's actually quite decent. It's one of the better mirrors in this deck, yeah? So objective power ranking, I cannot be objective, but like subjective power ranking, maybe number 1 is Dark Embrace, number 2 is the Shockwave. Number 3... Yeah, what is even number 3? Reaper, yeah, okay, number 3 is Reaper. And then number 4... Maybe number 4 is already the Sanders Bane, yeah, but I can see that Pommel Strike, maybe. Or Burning Pack, maybe. But the Ascender's Bane is pretty high up in the dupe list. Ascender's Bane is actually pretty high up the dupe list. Big. Another Struck because Corruption, Dark Embrace. I mean, we're rich, sure, why not? Flash of Steel, yeah, we are rich, why not? Remove, yeah, we are rich, why not? And remove on, yeah, on Strike with Corruption, Dark Embrace, yeah. And then yeah, we just loop Dark Embrace and do I even buy Pummel. If I have a Dark Embrace and a second Pummel, it's not bad. And we have 3 strength, a billion strength, actually, it's more than 3. And also spending a lot of gold, you can say that you spend the full 1000 gold for normality, right? That's better. Well, you know, normality stays, no? Like, did you see the one normality? Like, what issue did it cost so far? Yeah, 0. And then if you draw it early, you can win Central Puzzle. Sometimes it can open up some low rolls for sure, but again, we have a lot of HP, and against Spear and Shield, we should steal full heal. At least I hope we have full healing. Okay, next turn burner anyway, yeah, but Evo Plus is also in play. We can try to kill this on turn 3 actually. Because we already full blocked this guy on turn 2 and this guy's insected anyway. And now Burning Fire into normality, I can already see it. You see this Burning Fire? Yeah, Burning Fighting into a normality right now. In that case, I should probably trip here to turn back. First, it's not even true. Even if I take this hit, doesn't matter. I still Pentagram Reaper, and sweeping artifact here means that I actually get to play Shockwave when it's vulnerable. Yeah, I chip here first and then Burning Pack in case I draw into exactly normality. I don't spend energy first though because I can draw into Dark Embrace. And I would play the Dark Embrace instead. Or I can draw into nothing, that's fine too. Next turn we already draw 9 cards, so taking the puzzle here is wasted. Yeah, taking the puzzle here is a little bit wasted draw. Because Evolve is green. So we draw 5 plus 4 is 9, yeah? If you play only the power through, you take damage. And then you overdraw by 2 cards. Probably just do that. Do this. Yeah, Evo Plus. Finally doing something. This DK draws a lot of cards and gives us Clay for next turn. And if it draw into normality top deck, I can play immediately. Or I can just play Trance. And then leave the DK alone even. We take like 2 damage this turn only in the puzzle procs anyway. You just play Trance. Yeah, and then Inflame. Another Evo, and then suddenly now the Striker's charge is like crazily good. Damage taken immediate right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, yeah. So the Struck is bad because the Struck is drawing is full blocking. And full blocking at the moment it's still fine. Full blocking is still okay. We draw the 6 next turn, and any curse we draw after. We don't have a lot of curse, only this. So we can only prop the puzzle ourselves with that. Probably not, right? But yeah, we can still play this at least. Playing this is full block. I don't want the full block. Yeah, and now we draw 9 cards. And some clay. No corruption, no fiend fire, no shockwave, no normality in hand. That's a bit scary, but only a bit. Okay, his shockwave. I should have actually blinded first. No, that's not true, because then I can draw into normality. Now we can kill this, yeah? So let's just kill it. Okay, corruption, now embrace is down. Next turn we have normality in hand. Yeah, nobody cares. Just need to block next turn, and the turn afterwards we have burn on 4 perfect. In fact, you can draw into normality right now even. But leaving it in here probably is good too. Because we know for sure that we have shock and we also get clay block this turn. Yeah, normality do this. Like, is it a problem? Is that such a big problem that you need to remove that for -1 strength? Like, seriously though, -1 strength. Like, why do you want to get -1 strength? I like my strength, you know. I think I like my strength. If we play this right now, you cannot upgrade the feat. Yeah, I don't care. Just need to full block this turn and then move on. Don't even need to play the Reaper, yeah. Yeah, so the weaken, if you can set up relics, would be great, but honestly, I don't really care. I don't really care either. We do have bronze scale, so let's not play like Iron Wave here, for example, and then it would die. So I don't do that. But yeah, next time we feed. If relics are messed up, yeah, nobody cares. Full HP, burn on 4, and feed is still landing. You can play this with Advancing Mortal, and I will. Yeah. Don't play trance, play this because it draws the most. First attack we always kill no matter what it is, so we just play skill until we cannot anymore, which is now. Okay, so we feed 7, yeah. Uppercut is here, you can pick uppercut and then pick the Weststone. Don't think so, right? Shockwave Plus is here, Blind is here, Trip is here. If anything, maybe goes to the armor with Double Dark Embrace and the corruption, but also probably not. Okay, and Weststone hit, that's good. Yeah, nothing. Next. I guess I can hit this. This is maybe the best. Hitting this is not super relevant. I guess hitting this does something, and maybe this can do something. I don't even know. Ah, the Reaper. Yeah, so the Reaper is actually the one upgrade that might do literally anything. And the feed fight was good hit too. So I mean, okay, fine. The Weststone does perform as well as it can, really. It cannot really perform much better. Just playing now is not super nice though, because next one we have burner. And if we lose a 50-50 and we are facing 1 times 15, I would not like the clay to ruin my thing, yeah. I would not like the clay to ruin my clay block for turn after. Because either we win the 50-50 and turn 2 is a big hit first and we are chilling, or the multi hit comes first and then I would actually need to take the 1 times 15 to my face somehow. Maybe build up a little bit of clay block now in order to not get Orichalcum next turn is also a thought. No, it's true, maybe it's true. So we can start the turn with a decay even. And it draws kind of immediately, or I can start the turn with Trip or Blind. And then play the defense afterwards to block the decay also. Yeah, maybe Trip first. Oh, easy. No, seriously though, it's such a big problem. It needs to be played though, so we only gain 6 block for clay, yeah? And 9 is maybe too much. So I should play Struck now and then play the normality after. And I can play this. If I play this, I gain too much block for clay next turn, so I should not do that. I can still Burning Pack away the decay, and I guess if I top deck Dark Embrace, then I just play it and then we... it doesn't matter too much, to be honest. Maybe Burning Pack away the Strike and leave the decay in, it's also a thought. Yeah, so now we play what? Defend into blind doesn't work anymore, but weakness can matter if we draw shockwave like literally next turn or the turn after. Otherwise, this weakness overlay doesn't matter at all. Next turn we have burner. If I strike into one dark embrace, how sad am I? Not that sad. If I strike into a power, I play the power. Okay, I'm sad, but not that sad. Yeah? We have the headbutt and we have another one. It's a pretty bad thing to draw, though, to be fair. But it's not the worst thing. And then you can play the pummel here if you want, or you can save it until you have more strength. It's 40 damage, and draw with this later, and also later on is a billion more damage. Okay, fine. Don't play that. So we just debuff and then do some stuff. Okay, we win 50-50, so not much matters. In fact, you can even headbutt the Dark Embrace right now. So you play like Spot Weakness into Corruption, yeah? Because you want to replay this later. And then you headbutt the Dark Embrace, and next time you have Dark Embrace Corruption in play. And then you're chilling. Yeah, it looks fine to me. Yeah, like do this. We even have the turnip, yeah? So you can already spend your block this turn. You can Fiend Fire now if you want to. Evo is not quite in play. Reckless Charge is an okay draw later. Bash is... yeah, whatever, nobody cares about Bash. Yeah, one Embrace is already in play, so we don't need to care about this one. You see, normally I would say not yet, but at this point, with this much HP, I don't know what the heart can realistically do to us. I don't even know what line I can play to really die here. Let's say just press end turn. Yeah? It's pretty hard to lose this position, I would say. It's not impossible, but it's pretty difficult. And with anger, kind of with the Iron Wave, yeah. Okay. So it's finally here. Can play the Reaper now, everyone. That's one of the ways you can die. I want to get the Shuriken. We max out even with only 9 strength and no heavy blade. No, but seriously though, how is there any line I can play here that actually plays like some reasonable cards that can die somehow? Because right now I don't really see one. We have way too much HP and way too much damage, and it's debuff, and we have burner and bronze skills. Yeah, it's actually just not possible, which is quite sad, you know. The HUD it's trying so hard, and yet we are telling it that it has literally no chance. Isn't it quite sad that it's trying so hard, but it's just cannot get the payoff. Just impossible. Because once again we max out, and this turn we have play when 15. And the debuff is still fully there. Our block is already running out, by the way. We have no more block, but the heart also has no more HP. And by the way, no more block is freaking fake news, yeah? Because we have the Reaper... oh, Reaper already play. Okay, never mind. I don't even know why I do that, but yeah, we just hit it big. I also don't even know why I play that, but I play that for fun. And how much do we overkill the heart by? Like 110 HP or something, and that's even with playing random cards. I don't think it's possible to feed. Because this is killing, so we need to draw top deck the feed. Okay, I believe. It's already dead to taunts, yeah? So we have one chance. Full chance. Oh, no feed. The potions suck, yeah, potions are just terrible. Imagine buying fairy though. But okay, I would say the buying the fairy actually did make one very important change in the run. Because the fairy was bought, the Sozu would have been picked. If I did not buy the fairy, then maybe the Sozu was not so easy to take, you know. But then my rally bar is just longer. If I did not buy the Sozu and we have Black Star and we farm Max Elite anyway, right? And then the relic bars at 2 pages. Maybe potions do just suck. It just makes the relic bar shorter. But yeah, this is one of the free Ironclad runs basically. Like, everything is strong. Like you get no potion Act 1, nobody cares. You just farm Max Elite anyway, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, you have a ton of HP, your deck is insanely strong. There's no risk. Accent sounds familiar, Vietnamese? Yes. Yeah, be free. And yeah, not choosing to not upgrading a single card in Act 1 and just running into 4 Elite was also good. Yeah, that was also just adaptability, right? You see that the situation does not demand the upgrades. So why not just go and run into the Elites? And that is even with like, regret into Juzu, which did essentially nothing until here. Okay, here it is something. Like you Juzu the regret and you also spend a floor to freaking remove the regret from the deck. So you lose go and you also lose floors. And what happens? And you get no potion. And what happens? Yeah, we farm 4 elites. And we end the act. And this is clicking Shining Light also, yeah? So taking regret, taking Shining Light, farm 4 elites, no rest. And you end the act with 24. Well, Kuro is also in Vietnam. He's in the same city. Ironclad, yeah, Ironclad just completely invincible. Like if Ironclad does not die last run in Act 1, yeah, like how on earth do you die? Yeah, what kind of stupid thing you need to do in order to die on Ironclad in Act 1? Probably pretty stupid. I mean, you can die to the boss. Like, of course, some hexagons or slam boss or whatever can kill you, yeah, but inside the act, you should not die. If you're dying to like some elites or some hallway fights, probably something bad has happened. Something really bad has happened, both luck-wise and also decision-wise. And yeah, this one not much, right? It's like Juju tries better. We did see the Divine Fountain. Was not picked. I guess maybe the important decision this one was to not key this, but this is after the Nouveau Do already, so of course I don't key this, yeah? And you can also see this relic is ridiculously strong. By the way, I frequently hear that this relic is in maybe like top 10 worst relic in the game, yeah? But I see that whenever the run is kind of bad, or it's fun, one of the two, yeah? Either the run is very bad or it's very fun, like this relic is just on top. So how bad is this really? The Pyriam is quite sad, but this Blue Candle is actually real. Yeah, Pyriam is quite a sad relic, but this is actually a real one. 45 is not that big. We missed like quite a few feet, but at the end, yeah, still plus 24. It's not too bad. In the same room? Maybe he's in my walls, I don't know. Okay, let's get out of here. Wait, Spire dead or what? Oh, unlucky. There are some people playing A20H hard, yeah. Not that dead. The usual suspects are not online, but there are people playing. And thanks for watching, guys, as always, and see you.